Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are the Smoky Dragons, and we're not your average dungeon crawlers. And today is session 2 of Legend of Arcadia, episode Mithos. Edgy. What a last session that was before. Oh my God. We're coming off the heels of it premiering yesterday on stream, and that was an amazing stream, and everybody loved it, and it was so insane. It was so funny.
Explosive, you might say.
Explosive. Cue the Ron Jenkins gif. Ron Jenkins, no! Oh my God.
Well, now you gotta edit it in there. It in there.
It's going in there. Of course it is. Of course it is.
It's too early for a laughing fit. Oh God.
No. Just
I'll add an explosion sound effect too. I'll go all out. But yeah. So how's everybody doing today? Everybody doing great? Today, as of recording, it is Halaura's birthday.
Happy birthday!
And she chose to be here with us recording, so you know she keeps to her commitments. That's always good.
Yay!
Also, what a better way to spend your birthday than playing D&D with some awesome people?
True.
Well, I mean, for these other 4, yes.
Stop it.
I don't know what I am. I'm here.
The best DM.
I'm not the best DM. Ooh, do not say that. You piss a lot of people off.
That I played with. Jeez.
Oh, okay. That's fair. Sorry, I assume things. I jump to conclusions all the time.
I mean, Bo was telling me you're the best DM he's ever had. Like,
see?
Aha! The thing is I'm the only one. Anyways, let's recap what happened last time. This is ADD brain. This is ADD brain on full go. I haven't even taken my medicine today. I probably should have. Oh, it's right here. Probably why I didn't take it. I forgot where it was.
Do it.
That was amazing.
One of the most ADD things I've ever seen.
Here it is.
I hope you leave that in.
I might.
That was beautiful.
I legitimately left it here so I wouldn't forget, because I'm at my computer all the time, and I've been sitting at this computer for roughly like 4 hours, and it's been in my peripheral, but I did not register in my brain like I should take that. But
It's like losing your glasses while they're on your head.
Exactly. I also did have sushi today in honor of Ron Jenkins. Griffin and I had sushi. It was wonderful.
May you rest in peace.
Sis.
Pieces.
That's great.
Uh-oh.
Let's recap what happened last time in session 1 of episode Mithos. So we got a good idea of everything that was happening within the continent of Mithos. Currently where we are in the Arcadia campaign over in Terra, bringing it up to what's happening at this point in Mithos. The Cordovan diplomats arrive as our team of hunters were hired to keep them safe. We have Prilin, we have Zira, we have Nero, Chips, and Finos, all together meeting up in the port city of Zuros to witness the walls opening for the first time in thousands of years. Also seeing the fantastic sight of ocean water for the first time. It's not really as accessible here in a port city as much as you might think. So after playing around in the ocean for a bit and staring at the horizon, the Cordovan diplomats join them, and they take a trip over to the Enigma sushi restaurant, where a suspicious figure was seen by Prilin and Zira when they first entered. And he seemed to have exited the sushi restaurant, but we'll get back to that later. And as they enter, more culture shock for the Cordovans ensue as they see what television is like, as well as first time seeing a metal man in the form of a warforged. And after some calming of the Cordovans and a little bit extra investigation, Nero discovered that the man was still there, just invisible. And it turned out to be one of his closest friends, but now mortal enemy, Mithos. Believed to have been incinerated in a blast that took place years ago. He seems very much alive, though heavily augmented. He promised they wouldn't cross paths again unless Nero was actively trying to get in his way. Nero reluctantly let him pass and leave. Afterwards, the group took the Cordovans to the train station where they were to take the 1-hour bullet train trip to Circos, and then the 1-hour trip continuing on the Green Line to Exelos. However, they did not make it to Circos. 10 minutes before going into the station, the 2 cars that contained both our group and the Cordovan diplomats were disconnected from the main train. The train continued on to Circos, whereas the other 2 cars were separated via 2 separate tracks. It almost seems that this was too perfectly planned. How would this have happened unless it was already known that there would be 2 cars needed to be separated anyways? Food for thought. And after some attempts at stopping the train, leave the group a little worse for wear, minus Prilin and Zira, who took the car derailing relatively well. Everybody else with bumps and bruises. Chips then received a phone call from his contact within the High Council and possibly their operator on this mission, and was told that if you do not have the Cordovan diplomats here in 2 days, you can kiss the payment goodbye. Much less you're probably also starting a war if they don't make it back either, because they're supposed to be protected within this continent. Yeah, them being dead would be definitely a declaration of war. And afterwards, Chips remembered an old friend who trained with him at the academy. Good old Ron Jenkins. Good old Ron Jenkins, who could help them out of their jam by bringing some speeder bikes with some sidecar attachments in order for them to quickly pursue the Cordovan diplomats' runaway train car. And on the way here, an unfortunate tragedy occurred. Ron Jenkins and his assistant, who shall remain nameless, who gives a shit about him? Fuck him. Were caught in a terrible explosion as they drove past some hover mines, and almost everything within that vicinity was annihilated completely, save for the hand of Ron Jenkins and his multi-tool. After grieving for an extended period of time, the group soldiers on towards where they believe the Cordovan diplomats have found themselves. And we continue episode Mithos. Right on the heels of Ron Jenkins's death, unfortunate demise, you are heading south by southeast towards where you believe the Cordovan diplomats' runaway train car perhaps finds itself. You don't know about how far it's going to be, but from your position, yeah, you guys wouldn't know walking distance or how long it would take. It could take an hour. It could take a couple days. Who knows? You never had to walk.
So
Can we-
based upon
trains.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Zira.
Can we see the tracks that they went on?
From where you are right now, you can't.
Is there
If
any
you-
like dust clouds or anything?
Roll perception.
Anyone
Actually, cancel that. I just thought about it. You guys had waited for an hour for Ron Jenkins, so any dust clouds would have subsided by now.
Okay. Fair. Fair.
So, yeah. My apologies. No, there are not.
How far along did we travel on our current track before we flipped off the rails?
Well, based on how fast the bullet trains go, let's see. Great, making me do a lot of math. I need to actually bust out a calculator. I should have already had these calculations notated, but I didn't. So I didn't
Hey,
need
it's
to ask
not
that question.
D&D until you have a calculator. Yeah, so, as we're walking along, I'll kind of pull out of my pack and be like, well, it's a somber situation, everybody, but we can't let this cake go to waste. I'd picked it up for my friend who was going to be, at town for their birthday, so we might as well just have a piece because I'm not sure when the next time we'll be eating will be, It's like a smashed cake because, I
I was
fell.
about to say.
I rolled all over it. It's like, it's not in good shape, but
Just going and just handful. Thanks.
All right. So generally, so the trains go about 1,388 miles per hour.
That's specific.
So
Did that break the sound barrier?
yes.
Oh wow.
So that's with assisted from the engine, but after it breaks, so assuming it breaks off, it would decelerate.
A little bit of diffy cues there.
It would decelerate to at least 700 miles an hour. So you pretty much come to you're closer to Tropos than you are Circos. So think parallel along the red line as best you can. And I would say to be almost exact location from the right of the map, count 4 hexes in. 4 hexes in and 3 down from Tropos.
Texas? Oh, they're there.
So you're mostly going south, but kind of southeast.
Okay. So we probably traveled a lot, very far on our
On your runaway car, yeah.
yeah.
Before
How long-
you decided to hit the brake and it rolled.
How long was that? If it was 700 miles an hour, how long did we travel?
I would say for about 10 minutes
Okay, so that's way too far to walk.
to Circos, yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Uh,
Tropos.
Because I was gonna suggest maybe we just walk back on the line, because I'm assuming we're near the line that we flew off of, and then we just go to where it forked, and then just follow the other rail where they went off.
Oh yeah, well where you're currently, like if you were like back in the train car, there was no railing underneath you where it finally had landed. So you could assume that the line, the makeshift line that was made to post your car was not set very long. They only had it a certain length, so if you didn't pull the brake, you would have been derailed eventually.
Yeah, but I was gonna like suggest that maybe we could like travel back.
Back to the green line?
Yeah, back to the green line.
You're way too far.
Yeah. So then I guess we would just pick a direction and head there, I guess.
Where we last saw the carriage, maybe? As in their one?
like I said, you are technically closer to Tropos. You could go there, or you could hoof it.
What time?
Well, if we get back to Tropos, we'll have 2 other actual cars or trains to maybe get back on. We have 2 days.
We could pick up speeder bikes in Tropos.
Do you not remember what happened to your friend?
Maybe that's not the best idea, Chips.
There are mines out here, friend. I don't want to explode too, like Ron Jenkins. His death won't be, we won't repeat that mistake.
No.
Or at least Finos won't. I will not be getting on a speeder bike on this minefield.
What time of day is it?
It is close to about almost 2:00
PM? Damn, alright.
Why?
Thought it was later.
Moon.
Nah.
So
I mean,
Oh,
go ahead.
I guess that idea going into Tropos and catching the red line.
You're right. You're right. Oh my god, I'm stupid. Because sunset. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I was like,
It is later. It's
it is
like
late.
it's like 9.
sweet. So would you say it's dim light or dark?
It is dim light. The night mode of the lights haven't turned on yet.
But it's dim light.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. As we're all looking around, Nero's going to look at Zira and question, be like, "Do you by chance have any enhanced vision, binoculars, anything of such sort? We may be able to do something to solve our predicament." I didn't know if Zira had anything. It was just...
No, Zira doesn't even have dark vision, so she's probably struggling a little bit.
I would say it wouldn't be
It's like dusk
far.
time, so not too bad.
I say it wouldn't be too far to venture that Zero would have a pair of binoculars or some kind of optical sight tool.
Something left over from the shop.
Yeah. It wouldn't be too far to hazard that.
So, Zira would have them?
If the DM says, then the DM
allows.
says.
You can root around your pack if you. I mean, you're scatterbrained. You could have something. You're a bit out there. Go ahead and roll. Just roll for me. Give me a roll. I'll do it because it's your birthday.
13.
Don't say I never got you anything. Yeah, you
My
have some
lucky
binoculars.
number.
You got some binoculars.
They're like a generation behind, but I got these boys.
After hearing this and seeing them, Nero just goes, "Excellent." And then Nero just walks over to Zira and he goes, "I apologize. I would recommend keeping your arms in. We won't have much time. Look at the horizon, or not the horizon, there isn't one. We learned that yesterday. Look in the distance and see if you can see anything of note. Lights, anything of the sort." And then he's gonna take like the rope he has or the cord, and Zira with her like facing away from him. And then he is going to... Hold on, where is it? Steps of Night.
Okay. About to look at this fucking thing right now. Steps of Night, you say?
God, you're a wizard, Harry.
No, I'm
That's
just
me
Twilight
speaking.
Domain cleric.
I can travel, but only 30 feet. I ain't got no night step.
Okay.
And as this happens, with Zira like secured, him bracing around her, tied and like holding onto her. Sorry, Zira. Everyone else, you see like the shadowy, like white illuminated wings sprout out of Nero's back, and he just like flies, like shoots up like into the sky. And we're gonna travel probably about 10 to 12 seconds upward, and then I'm gonna hover for about 25 seconds before then gliding back down the rest of the duration, because it only lasts for a minute.
So that's 60 feet up.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Zira, you feel almost weightless as you're lifted off the ground.
Bloody hell!
Go ahead and roll sleight of hand for me to keep a hold of the binoculars.
You got this.
That was a shit roll. 15. No, as in like it tipped over once. Not that it was a bad roll. 15.
All right. Yeah, you keep a hold of it, and as we raise, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
There we go. That'll work better. Ah! I just dropped my dice again. Just straight up onto the floor. Yeah, that was amazing. You said
I love when that
perception, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. That is a 10 plus a 4, so 14.
Is there? Okay.
Okay. So what you can see through these binoculars, these are, even though they're a generation behind, these are fantastic pieces of equipment. Their
Made a
zoom-
few modifications myself.
Their zoom functions are pretty much out there, and you modded them even more. They don't come in extremely clear, but it still lets you see further than you would normally see with the current tech on it. So as you're looking through, you're seeing miles and miles away, and from what you can see what looks to be like people in cybernetic suits, and they're using a magnet staff to pull the train car to the last bit of the rail, and it seems that they're entering inside like an underground base, and the 3 diplomats are being pulled from the train car, and they're being taken in. And I'm gonna give you one more chance at another perception check to see if you see something else.
So I have a question. Would Nero have like observed her struggling at all, like either holding onto the binoculars or anything, or did it just look like she was looking through them?
It looked like she was just looking through them.
Okay. That would just in part if he did anything else. So
Right. That's a 20.
Natural
A
20?
That's a nat 20.
let's
go!
Perfect.
You see a man who is completely augmented on his left side with long hair, long
His
red
eye.
hair.
Hey, I can see your mate Morty. What?
You hear
Was
a
it-
Morty?
Yeah. What was you're mumbling in a cupboard? The guy that was at the sushi place but wasn't. He left in the pantry. And I can see the diplomats too. We gotta get moving.
Matar. And then after this, like after you say this,
It was Matar.
yeah, the wings like flutter up, and like we go up just a little bit, and then we like shoot like 20 feet down before the wings go back like out slowly, and we glide the rest of the way. But it's a little jarring, as if I'm like.
Well, that was cool.
And then we land amongst the rest of you, and you see Nero just like.
Nero
Alright,
is
we've got a
visibly
direction to
upset.
head.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Lead the way.
I'm gonna give Prilin a little jab and be like, "Oi, that creepy cybernetic dude was the dude with all the bits and bobs. He's got something to do with this."
Son of a bitch. All right, we should go.
It's gonna take you guys as far as that the binoculars tell you how far away that is. It'll take you about a day to get there.
Oh man.
Walking.
Oh no.
Can we run?
Can we
Can we run?
Chip's
Everybody
just
remembers.
Zira under
Everybody
the arm, just-
remembers. Yeah. He did
You
say
know,
he. this
Maybe
is a
let's not
little bit
run
of a
through the
Lego
mine. Just run through the mines.
Can you run for like half a day straight?
No.
Because then you get there in that much time. If it takes a day walking, it would take half a day running. But you can't run for a half a day straight. Not unless you want major exhaustion points,
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh.
which you don't want those, by the way. Just as a for instance. As I menacingly eat my almonds.
are you right to go, Chips?
Yeah, let's do it.
Say one last goodbye to Ron Jenkins' resting place.
I do think we should call his wife Sheila first.
That would be kind.
You
It's very nice of you.
did you ever meet
I-
Sheila?
No, but Ron Jenkins,
Only
He
spoke the
talked
best
about-
stuff, I'm sure.
he talked about her a lot. And sometimes it was good stuff, sometimes it was bad stuff.
Pips,
Mostly
just
good.
be careful. Just be careful. She might get emotional.
I won't tell her about the hand. The hand is mine.
Oh no.
So Chips
Oh, God.
takes
Big
out
chips.
Chips takes out the phone thing and dials the shop's frequency that he used to dial Ron Jenkins' shop.
Oh God.
867-5309.
$800 867-5309.
Yes, 800.
Hey, you reach Ron Jenkins' shop. Make sure you leave a message, huh? Yeah. And yo, make sure that that you want something to get, you gotta come in the shop. I'll see you. Boop.
Hey, Sheila, this is Ron Jenkins' friend Chip Dubbo. I have some unfortunate news for you. It is with a heavy heart.
Voicemail box is full.
Remind you.
The phone disconnects.
It is with a heavy heart.
Well, I'll be staring at Chips and be like, well, how'd she take it?
I guess Ron Jenkins never cleared out his answering machine. I know he was a little bit lazy when it comes to that kind of stuff, so.
Oh, Chips, you can't tell somebody. You can't tell somebody that they died. Their husband died from a voicemail. That's a good thing.
I guess Sheila Jenkins will never know the fate of Ron Jenkins.
She'll know something, but I don't think
Perhaps-
she's not gonna know the full story.
Perhaps you should send a text.
She'll never know.
Well, I mean, I guess she won't ask for his arm back.
Maybe
Yeah,
we
it's a
should.
good thing because I really want the hand. It'll be a nice souvenir in
Hand.
my
Satchel.
my domicile.
Remind me never to visit
Collection.
Chips.
Chips just collects body parts from his friends that die.
Oh, no. Oh,
A
God.
nickel for every body part of a friend. I'd have 2 nickels. It's not a lot,
That's
but it's
odd.
weird that it happened twice,
It
right?
happened twice, right? You still have that.
Weird that I have any.
You still have that big toe from Joe. Chips.
From Big Toe Joe.
From Big Toe Joe. You remember Big Toe Joe, Chips? You still got his toe?
I don't know about Joe. What's his last name?
Oh,
Mama.
Thanks, Prilin.
No.
Oh! All that set up for a yo mama joke. What are we in the 90s?
That was clean.
Wow.
I love it. As a
You
90s
die on this
child.
venture, Prilin. I will not collect your body parts.
Thank you. That means a lot. It means a lot that you wouldn't steal anything from me.
So, as they're having this conversation, I'm gonna look over at Nero and be like, "This is a very strange party we have."
It's the most meaningful thing anyone's ever told me in my entire life. I love you, man.
And like as they're walking and Finos says this to Nero looks a little more like flustered and angry than normal, and he turns and looks at Finos and he goes, "We might not be in this situation if it wasn't for some of this party." And then he like stares at Prilin.
What, you don't like seeing an elf cry?
No,
I
it's
don't
very sad.
like seeing the goddess being stolen from.
I'm stealing from no gods.
And then after
What was your role
this-
with the stat of your choosing?
What?
I said roll with the stat of your choosing. I'm not going to say whether it's deception or persuasion.
Okay.
do you want me to roll like insight or something?
Yes.
Oh. $19.
Okay.
Ooh, 21.
Fuck.
Plus 8, baby.
Plus 10?
You got a plus 10? Holy shit.
Message is coming.
You see Nero just kind of like stop, and he turns and he goes, I suppose we're doing this now.
Oh.
And then he like turns and faces Prilin, and he was like, You do not know what your actions have led to. Matar, the monster he's become, became this way because he was jealous. And somehow he ended up with a certain necklace that someone stole and sold, abusing the power of the goddess of his own devices. And it left him this mess he's in now. Perhaps if he didn't have this taste of power from someone else's actions, we wouldn't be here.
Well, I've stolen a lot of things, but I really don't know what you're talking about.
Roll with the stat of your choosing.
Do I still need to keep rolling?
This time an advantage.
Oh, okay.
Shit. 13.
I don't think you needed the advantage.
25. I had to do 17 plus 8.
Rillin's not looking good for you.
As you guys
He's
are
through
like
everything.
as you guys are like standing there, it's like, whoa, Nero, we know you've been kind of like blunt, but this is a little extreme. You see him go, you may not remember. And then you see him like start unbuttoning his like cloak, and he like pulls down like halfway down his back, and he turns around, and you can see what appear to be like scars and like lash marks across the top and length of his back. And he goes, but I have a reminder for a lifetime.
Oh. That necklace. Chips. I was hired. It was money to eat food.
Why could you do this to us?
No,
What?
everyone, let's all calm down. Were you truly hired?
Yeah, I worked for some pretty bad people before I got, and Chips saved me from all of that.
Oh, right. Yes, that.
He's a little addled because of Ron Jenkins.
Oh yeah, dealing with
This-
the grief. That's
He's
very
got a lot to
understandable.
go on. He's had a day.
Rillin's just like vibrating.
I'll just
fear.
I'll just say like this was in their past. I'm sure they didn't mean any harm to come to anybody else. They were just thinking about money themselves. That's the weakness of many.
Can I just say, my bad, bro?
Okay, we will defeat this Morty, and we will end him.
I didn't mean to.
After you say this, you see Nero soften, and he like doesn't look ashamed, but he's like, and he like pulls his like cloak back up, and he redresses himself, and he just says, I cannot fault you for what happened back then, but the wounds are still fresh, especially when it involved what I thought was the loss of my closest friend. My brother in arms, now left a monster inside and out. Perhaps you can repent in your own way by helping me stop him for good this time.
Yeah, I could do that. I could do that. I'm sorry.
And then Nero nods a little, and he goes, may we always walk in the light of the goddess.
Sure. Gods. Goddess, yeah.
I'll look up and like see if I see like any moon, and I'll just kind of breathe a deep sigh of relief. Just like, oh, okay. And which way was that? Your friend at?
Nero looks back at Zira, who's probably been like, oh.
Yeah, Zira's just like, you did untie me from the front of you first, yeah?
Of course.
Just swing around with it.
Oh God.
I can't do anything about this.
I'm sorry, Rillin. This is really intimidating. What direction?
South.
South. So, yeah, headed south. Glad you two sorted it out. Are we
Hopefully.
are we all good, Nero?
Nero sighs and he says, yes, we are.
Even if it's just for now. We've got some walking to do. You right, really?
Yeah.
All right. She gives you a thumbs up to both of you, like with a full yeah, and nod, and all right. Are you right to go as well, Chips? I don't want to rush him, buddy, but we best get moving. It's getting pretty late.
One last word of goodbye to the explosion site. So Chips goes over to the explosion site, kneels down, hand like this.
Whose hand?
Chips' hand.
Okay.
I
I had to clarify. You have upwards of 3 hands you could be using.
And Chip says to the site of Ron Jenkins's atomized remains. Ron Jenkins, you were a good friend. You may have been a bit lousy husband to Sheila Jenkins. Maybe, but she'll never know. But I will always know and keep your hand forever. Your friend, Chips Dubbo. And then Chips stands up, nods to the atomized remains, and rejoins the group and says to Zira, okay, I'm ready. Let's move out.
During that whole thing, I just wanted the really bad version of the recorder version.
Oh.
My heart will go on.
Yes, I really wanted that. I might put it in.
My favorite part. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Finos.
Oh, I was just gonna say, how loud were you speaking? Was this like in a whisper, or could the group hear?
The group could hear. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give Chip a wide berth on this walk, because I think this man is. I'm gonna leave some room between me and him.
It's kind of hard. Do you know this?
I know he's giant. That's
Before-
why I'm so terrified of him.
Also,
Hey, Friends
Hey.
reference.
Second time.
This entire
Bring it back.
campaign is Friends reference.
we'll just sneak one tiny one into each episode. Like some of them will be big and obvious, like the clap. Just have a tiny little reference.
So, you all continue down south towards where you saw the train car being pulled to, and the diplomats were. And after some heavy discussion with Nero and Rillin, seems like we're all kind of getting to know each other a little better and getting a little bit more, just out there. I don't know if it makes everybody more comfortable with each other or uncomfortable, whatever. We just know that things are happening. Stuff and things are going on and happening. So, as you guys are getting closer down, it's been about a couple hours as you've been walking. It's now getting really late, and now the nighttime ambient light is kicking in. The artificial fluorescent lights just kind of softly cascade over this harsh, craggy atmosphere or the landscape. And you guys are starting to get a little tired. Maybe it's time to sleep, but you guys don't have any camping gear usually. It's not really something you carry around.
I'm tired.
I do have a bedroll in my inventory.
I will say, Nero does have some capabilities, but also doesn't want to use any more spell slots today. But they can.
No, you're okay. Nero, you've been kind of pulling a lot of weight. Here, everybody gather around, and I'll kind of motion for everybody come around, and within a 10-foot radius, I pull out a little crystal bead out of my pocket, and I hold it up and I smash it and crumble it up, and I cast Tiny Hut. That's what I'm doing. Pretty
now,
much
as part of your special augmentations, in a sense we can call them that. Your tiny hut looks a lot different than, let's say, if Nero was to cast Tiny Hut. Your tiny hut is a bit more intricate, and it has slightly bit bigger range. So it is actually a little bit more spacious than a 20-foot diameter. It's more like double that. So 40-foot diameter, and as it is being crafted, normally you can see through it, which you still can. Just the other, that if you were to walk outside of it, it looks like a tiny hut. Less of a illusory, like clear white force field, more of like an actual structure.
Mm-hmm.
Though to enemies, it is more of like just kind of like a rock formation. But for you and for whoever else you deem a ally, sees it as a hut.
Whoever I would be okay with seeing the hut sees the hut.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. And pretty much like the way it works is I'm assuming it's, what is the temperature like outside? I know we're in an area like a climate controlled place, but it's getting dark. We're kind of in a waste. I feel like it.
It's it normally it would get a lot colder, but it's more of like it's more of a fresh feeling, like a crisp morning almost, but it's not to where you're getting shivers. It's more of just I feel comfortable. You're not sweaty. You're not
Gotcha.
freezing. It's just I feel comfortable.
Okay. Yeah. So, pretty much, yeah. We've got this hut. Very good defensive position, and we can get some sleep or some. I'll look around at all the elves meditation, whatever we need.
This is brilliant, mate. I'm completely bushed. All that walking.
Me too.
I don't think I've walked that long in... well, probably ever.
I've never walked that long. Why would I?
Yeah, for the most part, you guys have had technology at your fingertips, so that even if you did have to walk, it was just like from one technological transportation to another. Not really. Walking was more a means to an end, rather than like a necessity.
Is there Heelys in Mythos?
Is there Heelys? I would say if there were, your grandparents would have invented them, most likely.
Nice.
Nero's gonna sit down and pull out some rations and look at them as he starts to like pour through it, and he goes, I think I would like to try some of that chicken right about now. Unfortunate. And then he's just gonna eat whatever form of rations he has, which are probably just like, communion crackers from his church.
I feel like it's like a nutrient paste or something, like
A tube just.
yeah. Completely unsatisfying, but gets you through the day.
Brilin's just gonna be as far as possible from Nero.
Oh, I'm purposely going to. I will say that I purposely put myself in between them, just to, like, while yes, it seemed like things were going okay. Like, you don't want somebody to like accidentally catch a look and then someone assume the
and
look
just
was
go
bad.
off the rails.
Yeah, like let's leave it going good, But I also am keeping an eye on Chips because that man,
It's going through something.
he's gone through a lot.
I do have to slightly derail us because obviously during recording, I do have Griffin here as well, and he's being a wonderful,
Guest.
respectable guest to not interfere too much while recording, because he knows he wants to see a good product as well, as much as the rest of the community does. But I will have to say his joke that he just texted me is fucking great. Some might say walking was a bit more pedestrian than they were used to.
It's beautiful.
Nice,
I felt it was a necessary inclusion. And just to
nice addition.
further immortalize that Griffin was here in the studio while this was recorded. So it is forever going to be on YouTube now.
Griffin gets to know all the secrets.
I've not told him everything.
Oh, okay.
I've
Some
not
of the
told him
secrets.
everything. There's a couple things he's seen.
Speaking of secrets, Nero, is going to look around and he's going to go, forgive me for earlier. I tend not to want to lose my composure like that. And he like nods toward Prilin again and he goes, perhaps we should learn about something else. And he looks towards Finos and he goes, tell us about yourself, Finos. What is the guild you serve?
Oh, the guild I serve. Well, it's a bit of a complicated matter. I guess we're in it now. So you might as well know. I wasn't. The guild I served is, I guess, the Council of Exelos. The best way to put it.
You report directly to them?
Well, I did. They kind of made me this way. Was created by the council. They sent me on some missions.
Nero, would you like to roll insight?
Yeah, absolutely.
To glean exactly what he means by that.
17 plus 8. 25. Obviously, I could not do math.
He's speaking very literally. He was literally made.
He
Created.
Nero's gonna look over at Zera and be like, "You seem familiar with creating things. I didn't think this was possible." And then he looks at like scrutiniously, like up and down, or with scrutiny up and down over Finos, and goes, "I thought only the gods capable of creating this." And he like pokes your flesh to like make sure that it's like fleshy,
Organic, completely.
Yeah.
And Nero's just like, "Oh, fascinating. Explain. Oh, please,
Well, I don't remember much. They never dove into how it happened. I just know they told me I had to serve a purpose. And I like stretch out my arms, and you see like these like what you would have probably assume. I've been wearing like a cloak this whole time, but it's actually like organic. It's like part of me. Very like sugar glider, if you know.
Yeah.
So and say yeah, they created me to go on missions. We would go do whatever the council needed to be done. I'd report back, and usually didn't get paid. By the way, whenever I said y'all are worried about not getting the money, I'm more worried about keeping my head. Finos is very worried that the council is going to be very upset with him and just, be done with it.
Finos does remember a couple times that he had failed certain directives that were given to him, and the council has, on more than one occasion, threatened with what they like to call deactivation.
Yeah.
So are you sitting on the ground, like while we're talking?
Yeah, I'm just kind of.
Zira's got like a little headband, just some little glasses, sort of with the little magnifying bits pop out and over it. She's just going to very gently take your hand and just look at it, and then sort of travel up and see just what she can see of what seems mechanical or what seems organic, or this, like, she's...
Go ahead and roll me Arcana.
Okay. Ugh, I lost my rolly box. That is a 9 plus something. 13.
Okay. As you look at just along Finos' arm and his skin, the color is unnatural in that sense of, like, you don't see many people with it, many humanoids with this color skin. So if anything, that's really the only indicator that there's something off. Other than that, doesn't seem to be anything mechanical. Seems completely organic. So whoever made this found the secret to playing God.
So what color is your skin again, sorry?
It's like a bluish.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a bluish gray. Based on how you described him in the last session.
Yeah.
So, yeah, whoever, like, you can't really make heads or tails of it, other than there has to be something more in that tower than what all of Mithos has. It's like some, like, equivalent to like Area 51 kind of bullshit. Like,
well,
something like that.
The payday on this job seems to make a bit more sense now, I believe. You're right, Nero. This is, well, you probably think it's concerning, because, mess with the gods. Nah.
And you see Nero kind of, like, give you, like, a half glance as he's, like, slowly, like, inching his way over to Chips. And, like, as you're saying that to him, he kind of nods and he goes, yes, like, almost, like, dismissively, as if he has a thought in his mind. And he looks over at Chips and he goes, I do wonder, what is the tactical advantage of being, and he gives Finos another up and down, hairless, completely hairless.
Well, I have to surmise that maybe you can run faster, and get away from his enemies, or their enemies. And maybe swim faster, but maybe he's more silent when he walks, because the whistling wind doesn't go along his hair. So who knows what will happen.
Many a times I've had my stealth broken from my hair whistling. Many a times.
Yes. Do I hear all of this? Like, were we all whispering to each other?
You guys are trying to whisper, right?
Trying.
Trying.
Stealth check, both of you.
I wouldn't say I'm actively trying to listen in or anything, so...
There's such a thing as passive perception.
Yeah, exactly.
23.
Okay.
Oh, this is stealth. I have a question. Do you want me to roll at disadvantage? Because technically I'm supposed to make stealth rolls at disadvantage because of heavy armor, but I'm not. But I was slinking over.
This is stealth of the mouth, not stealth of the walk.
I wanted to ask before I did a second roll because that's a nat 20. I was like, I thought I was gonna have to do disadvantage from like crawling in heavy armor, and I was like, oh man.
Oh no. No. I wouldn't make you disadvantage on stealth of speaking. If your disadvantage is based off of movement. Now, if you had like a condition where you sometimes spoke really fucking loud.
Oh, you mean just my mic?
I'd probably then make you roll to see if that happened.
Right.
But no, you're fine.
All right.
So
cool.
Natural 20 stays, and 23. And Finos, your passive perception is 15. Yeah, no. You don't hear any of that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be over here just kind of talking and telling people my stories, you know. We used to go out on different missions. One of the last ones was a group. I'll kind of look around, kind of like this one. No one made it out alive, though. And I'll just kind of stop talking.
Right.
I thought I got away from the council, honestly. They thought I was dead. Obviously, they found me.
Are you saying
Generally, yeah.
You killed your other members of your missions?
Finos just looks at you, doesn't say a word.
Zira has dropped your arm and sort of stepped back. He's like,
and y'all were worried about me?
You're worried about my hand collection.
nah, that one is still definitely concerning. Not gonna lie. But did you have anything to do with the failure of your mission? Do you believe?
Well, I mean, sometimes things go wrong and you just take advantage of the situation.
Oh, so like a cut and run. Gotcha. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if it makes you guys feel any
you-
better, like, our train kind of fell apart and rolled, and we're all still alive here, right?
Nero just goes, by the goddess. You know, like sign of the cross, but moon goddess style. Like,
God, everybody's fucked up. Well, at least Zira isn't. We haven't heard anything bad about Zira yet. So
Oh yeah.
Zira's the
She's
only normal
nuts.
one.
Until she met this group, we're gonna screw her up.
That's a bad influence.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, that's my story, or at least part of it.
You're planning to cut and run on us then?
I mean, no.
I feel like that long pause told a different answer.
I had no intention of doing it before, but I mean, if the opportunity presents itself.
Nero looks pensively around Finos's tiny hut, like, uh-oh.
If it happens to settle your mind on a decision, as a fellow maker of things, obviously not such fine craftsmanship as yourself, we tend to want to keep an eye on what we've made. So, I don't know about you, but I don't think you're getting away from them anytime soon. I think that's there's usually a maker's mark or something that we do, and I mean, I've made a few things that were not for sale, and I put a little chip in them to make sure that I knew where they were. I don't want them going missing. That would,
Yeah.
yeah, no, let's not go there on that one. So,
Oh, okay. She fits in.
Yeah. We're all a little screwy, aren't we?
so if you're thinking of cutting to try and get away from the council, I don't think that's your best bet. I mean, charming them and you know, making sure that they think you're on their side and, you know, working better with them could get you some perks and some allowances, maybe.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. They treat me pretty good nowadays. I've tried to get away. I mean, you're right. That's probably how they found me. But I'll kind of like move the curtain because I'm assuming, you know, it's got a curtain as a door. And I'll look towards the wall and say, like, I don't think they could get past that though.
If you're going over the wall, I'm going with you.
Well, no.
Oh, okay.
Not.
Shit.
But if the opportunity presents itself, but we have to find the people who would
This is getting complicated, isn't it?
yeah.
I thought you said you wanted things easy.
Easy, no distractions. No,
Saying
no, don't draw attention to ourselves because I might be trying to be a stowaway on one of those boats when they sail away.
Are you trying
Well,
to be
I'm gonna
adopted
sleep
by
better
the
after all
diplomats?
these conversations.
Yep.
Sorry. Go Chips.
Are you trying to be adopted by the diplomats?
I mean, adopted, not necessarily, but I don't think they'll refuse me going with them if I was there.
Not if you save him.
Well, definitely not if I save them.
Well, we just learned Finos has aspirations. Some pretty big ones there. Freedom don't come easy in Mithos.
Mm-mm. There was a reason why I was very in love with that horizon. Wasn't just because I hadn't seen it before, guys.
Yeah, it's all coming together.
That legit got like really sweet. Like that I like really started to warm my heart, even though you all are fucking scary. But it really started to warm my heart. That was beautiful. Y'all got fucking problems though. What D&D character doesn't though?
Exactly.
I played many a character that has had problems. Suicidal, literally crazy.
I gave my character a non-tragic backstory for that reason. It was when they got older.
Stupid. Sorry, I'm still counting my characters. I guess Okir wasn't really that bad. He just really liked decorating things. But anyways, moving on. So yeah, who's gonna take first watch? Watch is more like a formality at this point. Nothing's really getting in.
Can we not just like look outside the walls? Just somebody needs to stay awake.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who's gonna take first watch? You can divide it into 3 watches. So one person's taking it alone, and then 2 paired watches, which you get to pick which person you want to take watch with. Actually, Nero, I'm gonna say you take first watch, but alone.
Okay.
That's what I was gonna suggest, actually.
And the last 2 watches, you guys pick yourselves who you're gonna take watch with. So, yeah. Who wants second watch? Okay, Prilin, and next person to raise their hand. Zira, fantastic. And so that leaves Finos and Chips. perfect.
Finos loves chips.
He does. From arm's length distance.
Finos would probably want to be awake while Chips is awake.
That's exactly it.
Yep.
And Chips
Valid.
probably wants to be awake when Finos is awake now too. So
It's all working out. It's all coming together. Nero, go ahead and roll me a perception check. Advantage. Not that big a deal. It's gonna be you got pretty much no distractions. Although this tiny hut is a lot bigger than your tiny hut that you can.
This is it's an 18.
18, fantastic. As you look out, luckily the roof also is see-through, and just get a nice look at the moon. And you're feeling something almost tug at your mind. It's usually a sign that you take as one to commune. In the special kind of commune that the Church of Viofa prides that only you can do.
Feeling this tug, Nero, I guess still sitting but looking outside, like closes his green eye, his purple eye with the crescent moon like highlighting, and then like he feels like part of his own like mind / being like partially disconnect as he like shoots out of his body, if you will, like astral projecting.
You just like you have so many times before, just dynamically exit your body, and you're now floating up high above the tiny hut. And as you look up, the visage of the moon is getting closer and closer, and almost like the stars are coming towards you, elongating, and you then fire forward at a pace faster than anyone else has ever experienced, faster than the bullet trains, faster than light itself. And you now are looking upon the blue planet of Arcadia from the moon. And it is there that you hear that oh so familiar voice. Nero, at this point, from like tradition, has like landed on like one knee and like prostrating bow, and without looking up just says, "My goddess, Viofa." The soft caress of her hand goes across your cheek, finger under chin, as she pulls you to look up at her. You don't have to do this every time.
I know you said this, but it just seems such a formality.
Such formalities are not necessary. Please, stand.
As you wish. And he like starts to get a little bit more like casual and less formal and stands up and he goes,
It's been a lot on my mind ever since Matar and what has happened.
As of right now, Viofa is still in her moonlight form, and it begins to coalesce together as the light becomes her fair white skin, and her ethereal, almost like violet hair with trickles of shining light, almost like stars. And she, still not looking at you, just admiring the view of the planet from where she stands. Every time you come up here, you always turn to the problems at hand, and you don't first take a second just to appreciate the view.
Nero's going to like turn and look at Arcadia and just kind of like sit there in silence for a bit, and let kind of like the idea of not just, you know, the fact that there's this world, but the fact that as he's like poring over it, that there's so much more than the mechanical island in which he lives, you know.
And that's truly how you see Mithos. Is, I mean, as most would call it, a continent, and it's definitely that size. You see it as just an island in a vast ocean of so many other places. And she just nods. There. This is what I look at every night. It's beautiful. Now, to your problem with Matar. He is misguided. He truly believes that he is helping me. But as you have pointed out to him before, it is quite the opposite. Furthest from helping me. He's causing so much harm. And now he risks beginning a war. A war that
Sure.
those poor Terrans would never win.
After hearing this, Nero turns and says, "War? What do you mean? What do you know?"
The diplomats that you are assigned to protect, if anything should happen to them, their people would return to their home and rally their troops for a war on Mithos, and they would surely fall. Their weapons could not match or even penetrate that of the wall of Mithos.
And Nero kind of like looks around and he looks back at Arcadia and then back to Viofa, and he goes, "But surely you can do something. Surely you've been able to convene with your brothers and sisters, with Arca. I know it's been hard, but this is out of hand. I know we are your vessels, but you must be able to do something."
Arca, the one who provided all of this for us, is indifferent to a fault. He loves his creation. However, he would not interfere, even if it was on the point of complete and utter destruction. There would be only one that would cause him to intervene. However, he's been in prison for very long. I don't see him coming out anytime soon. So, Arca will not intervene, and he's instructed the rest of us not to do so as well. I am only allowed to speak to you by his will.
And what would his will say, knowing that his creations are playing God themselves, creating on their own behalf.
How do you know this?
And he kind of like looks down as if to like look around, like as he's, like sitting in his physical form, and he goes,
It seems that members of Mithos have been working on something of their own, creating and synthesizing life, organic life. How is such a thing possible?
Syntrax may have gone too far. Gave up
And,
too much.
Nero sighs and says,
I know the people are happy and adaptive, but it seems he's been testing his bounds far too long. Your and the other gods and goddesses' reach is fading in Mithos. Soon there will be none of you left, I fear.
As long as you exist, Nero, that is all I need.
and he gives a polite bow and he says, of course.
For Mithos, of course. I have another in Terra who is quite dear to me, I might say.
Ah, yes, the elven one?
She has a very warm heart, much like her namesake.
Ah, yes.
I have a question. I don't know, they probably don't astral project because they're not Kalashtar. But I was like, oh, I wonder if we ever met in astral form. Yeah.
You're the only one of Viofa's servants who could do this. For another one of her servants, well, she would have to physically go to them, which you've had talks about this before with her, and she has mentioned that Arca has deemed that completely a no-no.
And
otherwise, if Arca, like the whole thing of the Pantheon, why the gods have so much power is based off of faith energy.
Mm-hmm.
With faith energy, that's how they have the power to do what they will. And Arca has made it plainly clear that no gods are ever to reveal themselves to mortals because it destroys faith energy. Because now if they were to reveal themselves, the mortals would see that they are real. Therefore, it's a catch-22. Seeing is believing, they lose their power. However, the reason why Arca hasn't stopped your astral projection visits is because the amount of faith you have is so abounding and overwhelming that it doesn't matter. It overrides the fact that you have physically met Viofa and you see her and you believe that she's real because you see her. Your faith energy it's an anomaly.
It's over 9,000. I get it.
It's over 9,000. It's over 9,000.
So I guess to begin to maybe conclude this little bit, Nero says,
Well, I felt you call to me. What would you have me do?
Save the diplomats. And if it comes to it, you must finish Matar completely. I know that it is hard for you to hear that. I know how close you are to him. I know you almost better than you know yourself. But if Matar is left unchecked, it could spell doom for the entire realm. I have seen what little bit transpires if things were to play out as they are now. Unbridled bloodshed. The war between Terra and Mithos is extremely one-sided. Mithos would win, hands down. Not to mention the war brewing in Terra itself. The entirety of the population of Terra will cease to exist if things continue to play out the way they will do.
And then Nero kind of has another like wash of realization. He goes, and that would mean so much loss of you and your brothers and sisters, the believers, gone.
The god's powers would wane, and he would be the only one that remains.
I shall not fail. I will do whatever it takes to prevent war, to prevent this bloodshed.
I know you will. I believe in you and your newfound compatriots, though odd they may seem.
So would Viofa, I know it's not really her, I know it's not her realm, but would she know anything about passing souls or anything like that at all? I know she's not the god the god for this, but
Well, knowledge is her thing, so
Right.
it's not too much of a stretch to say she might. Depends on your questioning.
This may seem odd. Before I go, one request. Have you heard anything?
I just realized. I'm sorry. Give me a second.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I was hoping, if possible, to pass along a message to or from what seems to be a recently departed friend, Ron Jenkins. I'm sorry, were we being serious? Did I mess something up?
Go ahead. Continue.
That was it. That was it.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
What message would you like to pass along? I'll see if I can do something about it.
Only that Chips Dubbo is sorry for what happened, and he seems to care for him deeply as a friend, compatriot. And whenever the voicemail box is cleared, he will be sure to let Sheila know that he died as he lived, just as Zera had so clearly stated.
I will see what I can do.
Nero smiles kind of coyly after this and he goes, until next time. And then with that smile, he goes, Mother Moon.
She looks at you quizzically, like, kind of like, where did you hear that?
And then Nero's going to open his or close his left eye and
And there's a small little seismic, just like a sound wave almost. I want everybody to roll perception for me.
$17.
Can't even perceive my die.
A 7.
24.
Sorry, everybody's rolls one more time.
24.
17. Zira?
What was it? What was the roll again? Sorry.
Perception.
Perception. 14.
Okay. Finos?
7.
Okay. You didn't perceive it, but everybody else, you felt like a seismic wave and you kind of like get stirred awake for a moment.
Jesus Christ.
What
What was that?
You hear excuse me. It seems the sushi did not agree with me either. He's not supposed to let everybody know he communes with the goddess.
Hope you have
Righto.
a restroom in this tiny hut of yours. Nero might need to use it.
He's asleep.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, I did not get woken
Finos
up. I'm
is the only
sleeping
one
sound.
who just slept right through that.
Makes
See,
sense.
he was made superior, so he can actually
Yeah.
sleep.
Never mind, Finos. You were sleeping.
Looking around, Nero's gonna be like, "Oh, Zira, Prilin, perfect timing. I think it is time to switch watch."
Okay.
Well, yeah, we're awake now anyway, so I really hope you don't fart in your sleep too bad. Good luck with those robes.
Well, sleep well.
He pats his stomach and then unrolls his bedroll and just lays down.
I imagine he's very proper about it too, so he's just sort of very.
Yeah. You're right. He lays like completely
Oh no.
Yeah.
like coffin sleep.
All right, Prilin and Zira, it is your turn for watch. Go ahead and roll me some perception checks.
I will go back to sleep now. Good luck, Prilin and Zira.
23.
22.
Fantastic.
Nice.
The over 20s club. I love it.
Yeah.
So as you guys are looking out, the artificial weather begins pouring rain. Just to kind of, generally when they turn that on, it's just a water atmos, but it's better just to get water everywhere. Everybody can kind of feel it. So mostly just recycled from the ocean, and it comes down. It's part of Atmos filtration, so it's pure water going everywhere, but Atmos is where it's mostly collected. You know that some people had tried to collect some of that pure water for themselves, and they ended up getting busted for it and put in prison. So they're trying to steal. It's another form of stealing. Prilin, you've stolen water a couple times.
Yeah, it's great. So we'll go ahead and pull back the curtain and just let it pile up in my hand and just be like, want some? Over to
I'm
Zera.
good. Should hold up a canteen.
Fill it on up for you.
When in Tropos.
Like, watch. I could do
When
it
in middle of nowhere.
so secretly, no one will even notice that I did it. Oh, look, it's full. Here you go. It's delicious.
Cheers.
So, and as you're continuing looking out, you do notice something a bit down the way. You see red eyes, just kind of like you see.
In a Cylon.
Coming towards us?
Yeah, it's walking your direction.
Do you see it too? Okay.
Yeah.
most of you have never been outside any of the cities, really. You were on a train, and it didn't derail.
So we don't necessarily know what this is, or
Not really.
No, just light coming and sound.
Just two red eyes that are very vibrant and visible. So they're almost like two red lights, but you can tell that they're positioned like eyes. You kind of see like a little bit of a silhouette of something, but not exactly what it is. But you can hear it.
I think we maybe shut the door and just sort of
Closes the curtain. If they get any closer, we'll wake everybody up.
And it's now directly in front of the hut. And you see this completely mechanical beat. Like, you've seen Warforged, but they're at least like part fleshy. This no organic matter whatsoever. It looks completely inorganic. And you see like the eyes just like squint, and then a beam of light shoots out and detecting life forms.
Wake them up. Wake them up.
Do I hear this, or am I able to be like? Or
Everybody roll perception.
do we roll at disadvantage if we're sleeping?
Well, obviously, the two people that already are awake don't have to roll.
Oh, okay. I see.
Okay.
And Nero, I'll have you roll at advantage.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
And Chips, I'll have you roll with advantage.
Oh wait, perception?
Yes.
Oh shit. That is a 16. I thought I had plus 8. I don't know.
21.
Okay.
19.
Okay. You all hear detecting life forms.
Zira's just gonna kind of clap a hand over Finos's mouth, because he seems to sort of whisper during panicky moments, and she's like trying to get everyone to stay quiet.
None of you have seen something like this ever.
All right.
Except you, Finos. You remember something about this. Roll a history check.
Oh, I've got a good. Well, it's still not a great roll. 15.
Go ahead and roll with advantage.
That's a natural 20, so a 27. There's my natural first 20. There we go.
This is one of the prototypes for you.
I'm gonna look over to Nero, and I'm gonna make really big eyes, and then I'm gonna tap my head because I know he can pop at people's heads.
Nero is going to do so, and he's going to use Mind Link, and he, seeing the wide eyes, he goes, Nero. Oh, sorry, that's my name.
Nero has entered your mind.
Nero
has entered the chat.
Yeah, exactly. Finos, are you all right?
That thing, that's similar. There were broken ones, there were ones that were around. I think that's what they came upon before they perfected the design of me.
Are we in trouble?
Possibly.
After the long pause, Nero, who's closest to Nero?
Probably Zira, who's putting her mouth over putting her hand over his mouth, not her mouth.
Well, whoever is closest to Nero, Whoever it is, his hand like glows like faintly white, and he touches them, and he casts or uses his feature Vigilant Blessing, which gives them advantage on their next initiative roll.
Oh no.
I guess that's Zira.
Okay.
And after you do that, life forms detected.
Fuck.
Scan complete.
Shit.
Entering battle mode.
All right.
Oh god.
At that
Yeah,
point,
damn.
so also at that point, I look at Chips and I say, "Don't make me regret this." And I reach into my pocket and I throw this iron, like this powdered iron, all over him, and I cast Enlarge on him.
Inside your tiny hut?
Yeah, he's breaking the hut because he's already massive, you know. But so he's gonna double
Nice,
in
man.
size. He doubles in all dimensions, size and weight. This makes you hit really hard and do all kinds of. Yeah, you're gonna enjoy it.
So upon being hit by this cast thing, I go.
Okay.
Ant-Man that shit.
I will need everybody
Oh no, here we
to
go.
open that
Here we
link
go.
that I put
Oh,
in
link,
to the
link.
Discord.
Oh, I've been waiting for this one.
You've all been good children and haven't clicked the link yet.
He's a big boy.
I would like everybody to roll initiative.
Woo!
I've said it. I've said
Yay!
Did I touch Zira?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so
It was
advantage.
so
Okay.
worth it.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm so sorry. It was a 7 and an 8.
Perfect. Those are the
So
best initiative
an
rolls.
11 from me.
11.
Okay, so
I think.
27.
What did you just say?
all right, 25 to 20. Oh, nobody.
What's that? I got 27.
Oh,
What's your
The
dex
higher-
mod?
higher than 20. Oh, his dex mod is +5. So that means
Oh, he's maxed out.
plus proficiency should be like a +8.
Yeah, I'm plus
Maybe
8
more?
at initiative.
That's insane.
All right.
Good, though.
I did that without looking at a character sheet. I'm proud of myself. Alrighty. So that's Chips going first.
Nice.
20 to 15.
18.
18, you got it. 15 to 10.
11.
Tied. Who has the higher dex mod?
I got 3.
I got 5.
All right, I figured the rogue would. And then Finos, what'd you roll?
7.
Okay.
Actually, wait, no. A 6. I'm sorry. I misspoke.
Gotcha.
A 6, even worse.
Americans, I'm going to do you a favor. Americans, stop.
Oh, yes, this is me. I'm Americans. Apparently she's going to teach me how to say this word.
You okay, ready? Woo.
Okay, woo.
St.
St.
Now, I know you want to say Shire.
I really do. I really want to say Shire.
Yeah, so, sure.
Okay, sure.
Now let's put it all together. Woo. St. Sure.
Worcestershire.
You're doing great. This is amazing.
Stop.
Do it a little bit faster.
Oh, okay, little faster.
Worcestershire.
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 Worcestershire. Fuck! Have you ever felt like you've had no energy like this guy? Who, me? Yeah, you. You should try Rogue Energy. What's Rogue Energy? Well, Rogue Energy is a new supplement that gives you all the energy you need with all the great flavors and no calories and no sugar. And it's easy to make too. All you need is a 16-ounce glass of water, a scoop of your favorite flavor of Rogue Energy, and then the final step, shake it. Keep shaking. Ultra shake. Hyper shake. Shake it all the way! And now you can try it for yourself. Wow! Don't forget to use promo code Smoking Dragons at checkout for 10% off your order. Get your Rogue today. Listen here, buds. Public service announcement for your friendly neighborhood Officer Rico. Now, you all know me. I'm all about donuts and Oreo balls. But what I'm here to talk to you about is a very important case. The Smoking Dragons need your assistance. For just $1 a month, you can have access to the most exclusive Patreon in the world. You will be able to hear such things as the Dragon's Lair podcast, exclusively only coming to Patreon. Nowhere else. Got some great stuff there. You want to hear dragon secrets? It's there. You want to hear personal life stuff from dragons sometimes? It's probably there. Do you want to go in deep with each of the dragons? Just takes $1 a month. And if I were Alyssa Milano, you'd definitely be giving $1 a month. Hell, you'd probably be giving more than $1 a month. But that's okay. The Smoking Dragons only need $1 a month. Sign up on Patreon today to get all the perks. Donate just $1 a month today to help save a dragon in need. Thank you, and good night, and God bless those Oreo balls. All right, Chips, starting us off in combat. You are currently, well, actually, so Chips should be, it should be Zira here. I'm going to put this back here. Nero should be here. Or, yeah, hold on, sorry. Here, Zira here, Chips here, and Chips, you should be...
He's
just
big.
A little bit bigger.
Yes!
That is your current size from the enlarged spell. So yeah, that's that.
Damn.
So
So large
okay,
chips. What would you like to do?
how big is this automaton?
Oh yeah, I should probably get its accurate size. I forgot. So this thing should be
Oh shit.
Oh god. I thought I was
probably
gonna like step on it.
Wow.
it's about the same size as you right now.
Okay.
And for Foe Hammer, just to let you know, so with enlarge reduce, like you're double in size, so you're twice as tall, twice as heavy. You have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. And your weapons like grew. So if you have
all of your
a bow, it
weapons-
is now enlarged, and it does an extra D4 damage.
So yeah,
Yeah, I'll
all
try
your,
to
all your
remember all
stuff grows with you. And don't worry, we'll remind you.
It's strength things you have advantage on. Is pretty much what it is.
Okay.
So if
Which
you
I
wanted
think
to- if
I
you
think
wanted
you
to,
do dex stuff technically, probably, but
Yeah.
it's just flavor. I just
If
really
you,
want
want,
to
if
make
you wanted to
big
grab
guy even
something, you could grab it easier because you're bigger. All
Okay.
right. So Chips, for your action, what would you like to do? This is Foehammer's first combat. Okay. So you have your movement speed. You can move in any place, but you're like right there with this automaton. But since you're ranged, you might want to dip back or take advantage of your gigantic size.
How long does the enlarge spell last?
It's for a minute or until I break my concentration on it.
Okay, so I shouldn't have to call a doctor afterwards.
That's whenever I learned true polymorph is when you should be worried.
Okay, so it only lasts about one action, maybe?
No.
It
It lasts
like
10 rounds because each turn is 6 seconds.
Oh, okay. So I have
combat
some
is
time
happening
with
like
it.
yeah, you got time with it. You got 10
Okay,
turns
cool.
with it.
So this battle that'll take a little bit is gonna take really like 20 seconds or so, most likely,
Okay. Okay, cool. And then how much health does this automaton?
You don't
We
know.
don't know.
Okay.
Hold on. what's the
Only
stat block?
only Nova knows, huh?
Yeah, you're not God.
Yes.
I am, so that I know.
Could
things.
Nero commune with Biofa?
Right. Only
Not right
Nero
now.
knows that, though. Not at the moment. Sorry, man. No, thank you, though. Sorry.
All good.
Clean.
Okay. So I think if I last a while in terms of enlargement, then I will try to what weapons does this automaton have on him?
As of right now, you don't see it brandishing any weapons.
Could I try to perceive it?
If you want to use your action to do that,
Oh, okay.
that would mean that you wouldn't be able to attack.
Okay, then never mind.
So during combat, there's a lot of things that you can do, but it costs more to do than normal. If that
Because of
makes
the
any sense.
turn-based
Yes.
nature.
Yes.
Okay. Then I guess I will try to knock it on its off its feet.
Okay.
So
you're going to attempt to shove it to the ground.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna charge at it, and then almost do kind of like a linebacker tackle,
Okay, so you're going to attempt to
And-
tackle it.
and then so it'll fall on the ground, so we can like it'll be hindered.
Okay. So what that's going to do is that's going to take your whole action to do. So I'm going to need an athletics check from you. You'll have to beat its strength also. So
Oh,
it's
God.
check against check.
Now, since it is a strength check, does that mean he gets advantage or no?
Yes, you would get advantage because you are enlarged.
Oh, thank God.
So roll.
Oh, yes,
Roll twice
yes.
and take the highest result.
21.
21. Wait. So what? Remind me what your strength score is again. Your athletics.
+4.
Okay. I just wanted to be sure it wasn't 1 and you just added onto a natural 20. I just had to be sure. So you said 21, correct?
Yeah.
As you charge into it, you tackle it and it hits the ground.
Yes. Take
And
that, you son of a bitch.
and you are now standing over it. You still have your bonus action left. What would you like?
Do
to
I
do
always
with
get a bonus action, or
Yes, you get a bonus action every turn. You have your action and your bonus action, and you also have
Oh, okay.
reactions during when your turn is not when it's not your turn, or you could use sometimes in certain cases you use reactions during your turn. It just depends.
Okay.
Um,
Does a bonus action be anything regular action can be?
generally on your character sheet, it'll tell you what you could do as a bonus action.
Yeah, on D&D Beyond, you should be able to click on the tab that says bonus action on it. It says action spells and
okay.
features and traits. If you click on action,
Ooh.
there'll be another little bonus action there.
And I can only do that thing?
Well, because you used your action to charge at the creature, that is all you can do for an action. I consider it a shove action. So if you had taken the attack action, then you would have been able to do 2 attacks. But regardless, so for bonus action, you can cast a spell that you have. You do have some spells.
Okay. How many spells can I cast at a time?
Generally,
I mean,
just, for
for the session or something.
You have spell slots, and they regenerate on long rest, generally. So
if you look at the spells tab, it should have little blocks that you can like check in, and that's like how many of each specific spell slot that you have. So like,
and which one that can be cast on action or bonus action. So you could do Hail of Thorns, but
on top of yourself.
That's more of just something that you're essentially that's for ranged weapons. So as of right now, that doesn't that won't really affect you right now. So it's more of a setup for next turn if you want to use ranged weapons. But you're a bit close for ranged weapons. So what I'll say is that you shoved him over here, and he's prone, and you are right here. You're in the space that he was in.
How many feet is a square? 5 feet?
Yes.
Okay. My bonus action, it says here, is 2 weapon fighting. And I do have 2 daggers on me. And
I'll allow you to hit him with a dagger attack while he's prone.
Oh, can I use both daggers?
You can only use one.
Okay. So
2 weapon fighting, it means that you can use a bonus action with a light melee weapon that you're holding in your other hand, and you don't use your modifier when you add the damage. So it's just going to be straight D4 damage if you hit it. But you get to roll with advantage since it's prone. Since it's currently on the ground, it's not really going to go anywhere. So you can roll to stab it with advantage.
Okay.
And you also get the extra D4 because you're enlarged. So you 2 D4 damage.
Ooh, hell yeah. So I guess I should describe my dagger. So Chip's daggers, as well as his bolts, are very they're basically energy weapons, energy bladed daggers. So they have sort of a lightning damage effect to them. And they do have a lot of piercing, and they can pierce through metal.
Think mini lightsabers.
Or an energy sword from Halo.
Or energy sword from Halo, yeah. I think, yeah. How could I have not guessed?
So I take this dagger.
Roll to hit first.
Oh, okay.
Because, funny enough, you can still miss.
Yeah.
So roll twice, take the highest number.
Is this the...
It would be +8 to hit.
So is this the triangle? Or...
Oh, no, this would just be the D20 first.
Yeah, your D20. Yeah, roll your D20 to hit.
Oh, goddamn. That's not
You
good.
roll twice.
Do I get an advantage? Okay,
Yes.
thank God. Okay. Do I add any modifiers to it?
You're +8 to hit.
Okay, so 18.
So 18?
Yeah.
18's gonna miss, actually.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
Ooh, oh, man.
So
Okay, well, at least I knocked him down.
as you stab down, you realize as it seems like it's gonna connect, it then just ricochets off of the front plate of this automaton, and you step back a little confused, but that is the end of your turn, and it is now Nero's turn.
Sorry, guys, I missed.
You knocked him prone. That's incredible
Good.
on its own.
Yeah.
Nero like stands after putting their hand on Zira, and like as the hut like explodes around them and they see, Chips just running and tackling into the creature, Nero just like grabs his warhammer and just starts running. I'm trying to drag my token on the
On Zoom.
Yeah, on Zoom.
That's fine.
10, 15, 20, 25, and he's gonna move like up toward where the head was, and like as he approaches, he's gonna stick his eye is gonna flash and like a moon appear, and he's gonna stick his hand out and he's going to cast Spiritual Weapon, which takes on the form of like an elongated scythe with like a crescent moon at the top of it. And then he is going to then grab his warhammer with both hands, and then he's going to bring the warhammer down with the sickle directly after it.
All right, both of those attacks roll with advantage due to it being prone. See, Fohammer, you've essentially, what you did is you've made it very easy for all of your teammates to fuck this thing up.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, hell yeah.
Most people love it when things knock prone.
When things get prone, it's the best.
So with the warhammer, that's a 22.
22 hits.
Nice.
All right. Is it okay if I just resolve the other attack first as well?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay.
I would
'Cause
prefer
they
it
don't-
as such.
Yeah, I don't know what the...
Because then we'll know how many things hit.
Oh wow, my spiritual weapon is a +8? Damn.
Christ.
20.
20 just hits.
Ooh, excellent. Wow. All right. Okay. And so also as the warhammer comes down, it like as it connects, you see it erupt in like radiant white light, as my cleric uses their divine strike with this attack, which adds 1d8 damage.
Fantastic.
All right. Let me roll and resolve some damage then. So that's 1d10. There you are. That is 11, 17, 28 points of damage
In total?
in total.
Okay. How much of that was
And-
radiant?
Of radiant, that would be 5. Sorry, it was just the divine strike is 5.
Okay. Your spiritual weapon doesn't do radiant damage?
It does force damage unless you want
Oh,
it to do
that-
radiant damage.
Force is fine as well. I had just assumed radiant, not thinking that it did force. So 5 radiant. How much force?
That was 11 force damage.
Okay. And bludgeoning.
Whatever's left. 28 plus 28 minus 11.
So 12.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't think to do that math on my own.
I
for
was
some
like, whatever's
reason.
left.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. And that's my turn.
All right. Nothing for bonus action? Oh, yeah. Bonus action was spiritual.
I only cast it at a second level. I didn't cast it at third level.
Okay. Up next
There we go.
is Rilin.
Right, haven't done combat in forever. So here we go. Prilin is going to pull out their rapier and run towards the Automaton. Automaton. Oh goodness, it's 45, so 36. I make it probably like right here.
Yep.
And then just get to my character sheet and just try to stab him with my rapier.
Okay. Roll with advantage.
At 20.
Let's go!
Let's go.
And with that advantage, you also have sneak attack.
I was about to say, you got to say the magic rogue words. You got to say the magic rogue words.
Sneak attack. Okay.
So all of that gets doubled. So whatever you roll, double it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use the sight because I don't want to math. So I'm gonna use D&D Beyond to roll for me.
Okay.
And then so I'm gonna let it go ahead and roll. That is 18.
Okay.
So
is it already doubled?
No.
Okay.
That's just
So that's
18.
36, and then
Nice.
roll for your rapier damage.
Rapier damage. It'll be 6.
Okay. When it comes to sneak attack damage, it's just adding on the damage of like a physical attack. So it's just like it's also piercing, or is sneak attack damage just extra like?
He gets whatever the attack
brawling
type is.
Okay, I figured.
Okay.
Just wanted to be sure of that. Cool, thanks. Nice job. You have a second attack, don't you? 2 attacks. You should have extra attack, right?
Do rogues get extra attack?
It says attacks per action 1.
Yeah.
Rogues don't get extra attack.
Typically, they multi-class into something else that gives them extra attack.
That's right. I gave Chaos too much when he was Maxwell.
All I have is some
Anything
bonus
for-
actions are the same as the
Okay.
2-weapon fighting thing and cunning action, which nah. it's good.
I'll let you stab him with a dagger if you want. With your 2-weapon fighting.
You're offhand.
All right, my offhand, the other dagger. Okay, dagger.
That won't get sneak attack damage, but
No,
you
yeah,
can
that's
roll
fine.
advantage.
That's.
You have to roll the hit though. First.
Oh yeah, duh. God, it's been forever.
I'll keep that 7 in mind though.
Shit. What do I add again? Oh my God, here I go. That's nothing. 13 plus.
Dex plus proficiency.
So that should be 8.
8. Yeah, 8.
21.
Yep.
21 hits. And so it automatically added your modifier in that dagger damage, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that should be 2 damage with because it doesn't add modifier for offhand.
Okay. 2.
Gotcha. Fantastic.
That's solid damage.
How much was that all together? I didn't math.
All together, that is 50. 50 for the turn.
Nice.
That we know of. He's asking types specifically.
I don't know what you're talking about. Zira, you're up.
All right. So I rolled my omen dice and got odd. I got a 1.
Okay.
So I can use reaction to take stuff off him.
So when he finally gets a chance to attack, you can do that.
And I will. I can't think of how to put it, but I'll cast Guiding Bolt.
All right. So you're gonna are you gonna move any specific direction before casting? Because Chips is currently in your line of sight.
Is he?
I mean, you can probably arc it around him. But he is much bigger now.
Yeah, no,
So-
if he's in my road, then I'll probably move. Yeah, I'll probably
move
just take
10
a
feet
step
to
to
the-
the side.
Yeah, 10
Yeah.
feet to the right. Just like right here.
Yeah.
All right. Now, go ahead and cast that guiding bolt. What level are you casting it? Or you get it for free? I forget. You get that shit for free.
Whatever the free one is.
I believe free is first level. But
Yeah.
you actually, it's allowing you to be able to cast it, to upcast it. You can if you wanted to.
Free?
I believe free is first level. Well, because it shows it twice.
Yeah. It shows it at second
okay.
level as well.
Okay, so the free one you can cast it. Let me just look at your features real quick for Star Map, so I can fully discern it before we go any further. Yeah, so you can cast it at first level 3 times without expending a spell slot, and you can cast it an additional time after that, and upcast it if you wanted to. So you can do it 3 times without consuming a spell slot of first level, but then after that you still have access to it and can use your spell slots after that. So forget I said it 1 additional time. You have access to the spell, but you get 3 free first level shots of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just do it at first level.
Okay, fantastic.
And I can't figure out how to make it actually do it.
I'll go into your features and traits, and just click one of the boxes under your star map feature.
Is that? Yep. I don't know how to make it roll though.
If it's in your spell list, it should have a cast button next to it if you're doing it on the site.
Yeah. Oh, if you wanted to roll the dice for it?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have to. You can roll physical dice if you want. I don't mind.
No, I was gonna use it. It just
Okay.
won't let me.
Well, go into your actions. There's guiding bolt. Click on the +7 to hit for it to roll.
Ah!
Ooh, nice.
I didn't see it.
It was a 24.
24.
McRoro and I are on it.
We got this.
Okay. Yeah, 24 hits for sure.
Okay. And then
so
that's
roll that 4d6.
Yep, that's 20 damage.
Radiant damage.
20 radiant damage, and whoever hits it next has advantage.
Does that mean double advantage unless it stands up?
Shut up. Anything for your bonus action, Zira, or was the omen was that considered bonus action?
I don't know about that because it just says when you wake up, like after a long rest, roll a die.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't say anything about.
Well, you do still have a bonus action, and you have 2 things you can do.
I'm gonna piff a little magical stone at him. Look like a little. So you know those really mini USB things that USB plugs that looks like a little chip. That's just got like a little light strip on the back edge of it.
So you just pull that out and go ahead and roll to hit.
That is a 14.
14 is a miss, unfortunately. So you throw it and it just sails over him. Nero and Prilin, you see something like small, like glint, just go across the top.
Oh.
However, it was lost in this sight because now he's just like glittering and glowing with light. Like, whoa.
All right. Up next is this automaton.
Damn it.
And it just.
I was helping Finos with it.
But you notice as it gets up, its legs kind of like move really weird. They almost like bend up farther than any like more like humanoid leg should, and it just like the other one comes up and it's almost like a crab's legs, and it just pushes itself straight up and then folds up without the headset. being weird. This did not make me look unless I did this.
As it stands up, Nero just, it's an abomination, and then he like cuts off a little bit, and then looks over towards Finos and says, "No offense."
There's just a nod. He understands.
Yeah.
And it is now going to slam Prilin.
Did you roll? Did you roll to choose who it hit? Or are you just feeling nice? It doesn't matter. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell us.
You'll understand. That is a 27 to hit.
Hold on, you probably did. Where is my thing again? What am I looking for? Armor class 16.
Yeah, your
Yeah,
AC.
you fucking hit.
I feel bad. You're like, it probably did. And I was like, oh no.
Yeah. 16. Yep. Oh, this is what I get for not getting injured on the train.
That is 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, yeah. That's...
And as it slams, it just hits you right in the chest, and you slide back 5 feet.
Oh god.
And then after that, it turns its head just goes like as you see it, Nero just goes, and then arm sink, big sword comes out. And it is going to slash you. That's cocked. That is a natural 20.
Oh.
Oh, great.
That hits, I think. Maybe.
I don't know. It could miss.
Oh boy.
Let's hope it misses, buddy.
It's not gonna miss.
That's rough, buddy.
Hope those damage dice he rolls lots of ones.
It's a 1.
That is 43 points of slashing damage.
Cool.
Ooh.
Nero just gets obliterated in front of you. Blood just like shoots out of his shoulder. And...
As the sword just slashes right across you, it happens so fast that you're just like, huh? And then
anime blood, you know?
yeah, the
Yeah.
anime just like, and then you just feel that hot just gushing out of you.
Nice.
And it just now life forms still detected.
Oh no.
Up next is Finos.
Come on,
So-
Finos.
I know, right? Did that radiant damage, whenever it kept getting lit up with it, did it seem bothered at all by it? Or was it?
Go ahead and I'll let you give up a reaction to use a perception.
Okay, yeah, I'll
While
do that.
you to hindsightingly look back on it.
That's a natural
Yeah,
20.
Um,
Which
oh.
makes it a 25. I wish that would have been my attack roll.
Is that your
but
attack roll?
Actually, what I'm doing doesn't have an attack roll, so it wouldn't really matter.
Okay. You can tell that any regular weapon attacks that were hitting it did nothing, practically.
Yeah.
Like it may have like chipped it a bit, but it didn't really do much.
Okay.
The magical attacks were more so affecting it.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Well, I'm going to blow the shit out of it with a lightning bolt.
Right.
And I'm going to say, don't move, Chips. I can spell sculpt, so I raise up my arms and I like just kind of throw them out in front of me, and I cast lightning bolts at a 4th level because this thing's beating the shit out of my friends, which is
Aw.
good.
Friends.
So
Friends.
yeah, friends.
Friends.
So
protected.
it just needs to make a dex save.
I'm pretty sure that a 4 isn't gonna do it.
No, I believe it's
On
a
its strength, but you ain't got no dex.
I mean, I know for it. Yeah, that's a 15 is the save, so it's gonna take full damage, which I'm just gonna click it because I've got 1d6. I don't want to roll it 9 times.
Yep.
I was about to say.
I feel you.
Oh,
27.
not the best. I'm a little bit disappointed.
Yeah. Still a lot.
So you cast this bolt of lightning, and you, as Chips doesn't move, you see it shoot towards Chips, but then arc around him, and then just strike this thing directly in the chest, and it just and it start like the lights start like kind of like flickering, and it's just like
Nice.
error. And anything for a bonus action?
I mean, no, I'm not about to get up there and get smashed to go try to tap it with a dagger.
That's
and
fair.
I'm not. Yeah, so nah, I'm gonna be good, and I don't plan on.
I will allow you to use your bonus action for something else, though.
I mean, I really don't have anything else I would
Maybe
really wanna do.
alerting the party to the fact that magical attacks do better.
Oh yeah, sorry, because
Okay.
technically y'all don't know that.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go ahead and yell that out, like, use your magic if you have it, or seems to be resistant or immune even to physical.
Cool.
All right, and with that, we go back to the top of the order. Chips, your turn.
Okay.
Big chips, like family
chips.
size.
Family size.
Macho Man Chips Dubbo.
Ooh, yeah!
Nacho cheese chips double.
Nacho chips.
So hearing this little tidbit about this automaton that Finos yells out after making quite a spectacle of the magic attack, hearing that it takes a lot of magic damage, let's see, one second. So, I don't know if I can do this, but I'm gonna say it. So I can do 2nd level Hail of Thorns, and then as a bonus action do first level Hail of Thorns.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Can't double stack spells like that.
Okay. And once you do a spell, can you use it again even if you have spell slots?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to cast Hail of Thorns.
First or second level? Second level?
Second level.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's using a bonus action. Because it's a bonus action spell. So you've casted Bonus action, Hail of Thorns. Now, it only works for ranged weapon attacks, so you have to use your hand crossbows.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. They're bigger though, right? So they do more damage?
They are your size.
Okay.
They are much bigger, and they're able to fit in your hand.
So do I click the spell cast Hail of Thorns?
Yes, second level. So you click on the cast button, and it should use up one of your spell slots.
Okay. And
now for your
can I use my dual crossbows because I have dual-handed?
Yes, because you get 2 attacks. 2 attacks for your action. So if you take since you're taking the attack action, you can shoot once and twice. And remember, you have the feat sharpshooter. And you also have crossbow expert, so you're within 5 feet of the creature, so you don't have disadvantage on your attack. So if you do sharpshooter, that means you take a -5 to hit, but you do 10 extra damage if you hit the enemy.
And I will say, on the first attack, you do have advantage because the lightning bolt was not an attack; it was a spell, and so guiding bolt still is in effect. So
correct. So you have advantage on the first hit, so you could choose to sharpshooter. Remember, you have to choose to sharpshooter before you attack.
Okay. I'll do sharpshooter.
Okay, so roll that attack with advantage, and it's a +10 for you to hit, but instead it's only just going to be a +5 because you have to take that -5 to hit.
Do I roll a d20?
Yes, d20 to hit. Generally, assume that I want you to roll a d20 when I ask you to roll something, unless I specify otherwise.
Oh, okay.
So
do I roll advantage?
Yes. So what was your first roll? Just to so we can figure out which one's
14.
which. Sorry.
14.
14, and you already added the +5.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had a 9 on the dice.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll again.
11.
11 on the dice.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
no. 6 on the dice.
Okay, so your highest number was 14. You fire the first crossbow, and it misses.
Keep missing.
That's okay. You can choose not to sharpshooter the second one, or you can choose to do it. It's up to you. But this one does not have advantage.
Okay.
So it would just be straight roll.
Am I within 5 feet of the dude?
Yes.
Okay. So crossbow expert, he would not roll disadvantage.
No, you don't have to roll disadvantage. That's just a straight roll.
Oh, okay. But I'm not imposed to disadvantage anyways.
Correct.
So I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, I'll roll without sharpshooter.
Okay, so straight roll.
Straight roll for my second crossbow.
Okay. Roll to hit.
27.
27 definitely hits.
Yeah, finally. About time.
Go ahead and roll your d6 for damage, because your hand crossbows are d6, and then also roll a d4 on top of that. Because of enlarge.
Which one's the d6?
The 6-sided die. The one that you normally roll in playing Monopoly.
Cute. Yeah. I'm looking at these triangle things. I'm like, no.
The triangle thing is a d4.
Oh, okay.
The pyramid, that's a d4.
Yeah.
So
and I do
1d6.
So I do double damage, right?
You didn't crit.
They're enlarged, right?
No,
1d4
No,
extra.
Add a
that's just
D4.
an extra D4.
So,
Okay.
so the total of the 6. So what's on the 6?
5.
Okay, so 5 plus 5. That's including your modifier. So that's 10 piercing damage, and then the D4. Go ahead and roll that.
It has
If it has more than 4 numbers on it, it is not a D4.
The pyramid.
It
Yeah,
has
pyramid.
It has like it's a pyramid, but it has like it has like no edges. It has 3 numbers on a side.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
a D4.
little.
Yep.
Okay.
What the
then-
number that's at the top
At the top, yep.
is the one that is the result.
Oh, I see.
So whatever is pointing at the tip.
Okay. 3.
Okay, so that is a total of 13 points of piercing damage.
And so the crossbow, the bolts are the bolt tips are little energy bolt tips.
Yes.
So they do extra lightning damage.
You did not clear that with me beforehand.
Okay.
Instead of extra lightning damage, I will just make it to that they just deal straight lightning damage.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So,
Okay.
uh, yeah, from just as for future reference, whenever making a character and you want a special thing, clear it with your DM. Always clear with your DM, because then if your DM says, no, actually, I don't like that, then that's then you'll know. But I did also mention that it would be like little lightsaber kind of things in the session 0. So I understand why you thought that. But but yeah, they're just straight lightning damage. So now that forget I said piercing, it's just lightning damage.
Okay.
Other than that, you don't have a bonus action because you cast Hail of Thorns. Oh, and Hail of Thorns also goes off as well. Now that I just remember that. Hail of Thorns.
Oh, God.
Go ahead and roll a D10 for me. Oh, wait. Sorry. It has to... Okay, it needs to make a dex saving throw. Yeah, it fails. I'm not even gonna. Your save is 14, so yeah, roll a 3. So. Go ahead and roll a D10.
Is the D10 the one with the 0 on it?
Yes,
Just the single
Okay.
0.
and that
I guess
single
you-
0 is the number 10.
The 10.
I got 4.
Percentile.
Okay, that's magical piercing. As I'm gonna flavor it like this: you casted the Hail of Thorns on your lightning energy blade bolts, and then as it hits inside this thing, it shocks a little bit from the lightning, and then you see arcs of almost like thorn-shaped lightning bolts, as best as you can imagine that, shoot out from the crossbow bolt, and then the bolt itself kind of just like the energy dies, and then you see it just plunk out of this machine. Fantastic. That is all your actions and bonus actions. Nero, you're up.
How's this thing looking?
I mean, it's okay. It's
Okay.
it's a bit banged up. It seems to just be like error. It's like kind of futzing.
Cool. I like moments like these. Who wants to volunteer as tribute? Somebody, anybody.
I will.
Chips, heads or tails?
Tails.
All right. Nero's going ball to the wall instead of reservation. Nero, after just getting obliterated last time and just some damage, he just feels this like urge to be like, we must like push through, and he is going to cast Moonbeam at 4th level.
Ooh, Moonbeam.
Open you 4th level, and so it needs to make a con save, which I'm sure is going to be just fine.
I got a roll to take off that.
Yeah, its con save is 23.
Yeah, it needed a 16. So, however, it's fine. It still takes damage. It just doesn't take the full damage.
Even taking 6 off that won't help, will it?
And no, that's a 16. It hit a 23. So
yeah, no, that wouldn't help.
So Nero is going to take his warhammer and he's going to slam it into the earth. And before, like, you guys see like a beam of light appear in the sky, and it shoots down on top of it. And as it does so, you also see his scythe kind of like swing around and try to hit it in the head again. So I'm going to try to resolve the spiritual weapon bonus action first.
Okay.
Which is a 20. That hits, right? That's exact,
20 does
right?
hit. 20
Okay,
hits
sweet.
exactly.
Which is... Oh, fucking D8? I already forgot. Yeah, D8 plus 6 plus 5. 11 points of force damage.
Okay.
And then, here we go. I get to roll multiple dice at once, guys. It's Christmas.
Yay!
I love Christmas.
It's usually terrifying when he does this, but this is good.
You get to experience how it is being on your side of the fence.
Oh. 20, 13 points of radiant damage. And he just has a big old moonbeam sitting on him, and that is Nero's turn. As he just lets out a in the name of the goddess.
So that as you call down the moonbeam, before the moonbeam even hits this automaton, your scythe just sticks into its head and it just and the moonbeam comes down and just and you can see like because it's still raining, but like the beam is so hot you see the water just evaporating off of this automaton, and you can see it kind of like starting to heat up. Up next, Prilin.
Oh goodness. Back to my character sheet. I haven't done any spells in a long time too, so you're gonna have to walk me through that again.
Okay.
But it's a cantrip.
Yeah, let me get to your sheet.
Yeah. All I have is just Thunderclap. I have 2 other spells, but I have no idea how to use them.
Okay. So for Thunderclap, all you have to do is it is a 5-foot range. You're going to have to step closer to it.
Okay.
So
Oh yeah, it's true. Okay.
you're going to have to step closer to it, but it has to make a con save in order to deal damage. I believe it takes half if it succeeds still.
Sometimes cantrips are all or nothing, though. You just, so you never
typically
Yeah.
they are.
Oh,
Really
never mind. Yep, nope. It is definitely an all or nothing. So if it
Okay.
succeeds this con save, it deals no damage.
No damage.
But
Dope.
you can attempt it.
I'm gonna attempt it just because it's the only magic I have.
Okay, so you a bit bloody. You hold your hands out and just bring them in together and clap, 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 clap. and it is now going to make its con save. Well, hot diggity damn. That's an 11, and it fails.
Yes.
Nice.
Let's go.
Go ahead and roll that 2d6 thunder damage.
46. 9.
9 points of thunder damage. Anything for a bonus action?
No. I don't have anything that good. I suck at combat. No.
You'd like
Great.
disengage and
Yeah, you
Like,
can
look back.
disengage and run
get
away.
out of there
Because
before itching
if
it.
you disengage and you run away, you won't invoke opportunity attacks.
Okay, yeah, I'll disengage then.
Okay, disengage, and how far are you moving back?
10.
10 feet?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Up next is Zira.
I'm gonna hit him with another guiding bolt.
Fantastic. Alright, roll to hit, because Guiding Bolt is a roll to hit.
Yeah.
It's one of the few spells that's a roll to hit.
It's a 16 plus 7.
That's a 23, and that does hit.
Yeah. I'm definitely using screen dice for that. There's 20 damage.
So Zira
And-
just back here, just arm just just firing off like.
Iron Man type.
In fact,
Ouch.
that is how you're casting it, like Iron Man, using his repulsor
That's
blast.
Yeah.
Because that's how
Hey,
your techno
that's
druid magic works.
Canon.
That's canon.
That's canon. Oh no.
Someone else said it first. I was just.
And cannon.
You were just making sure that it landed.
Yeah, someone else said it first.
Puns.
And then I'm going to run over to. Oh no, because that's a full action. That's not a bonus action. Damn.
Guiding Bolt is a full action.
Yeah, guidance is as well.
Yep.
So I was gonna go over and do a guidance, but I won't do a guidance now.
You don't have a lot of bonus action stuff.
Yeah, I don't.
if-
I'm just looking
if
at that
anything.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing in your spells that are bonus action, but you do have from your feature, I believe, you can expend a use of your wild shape to do the things that we were talking
Yeah,
about.
to do that cool thing.
That cool
Yeah,
thing.
I'm gonna do that.
Ooh.
And yeah, I think I know what I'm gonna. All right, so Circle of the Stars Druid, Circle of the Tech Druid. She's gonna just sort of flick out the Palm Pilot and then meet hands, so sort of like doing a not palm reading, what am I thinking of? Like the biometric scan thing, but making it look like cool magic, you know, bringing the hands together. And she's going to take on a only slightly different form. It's just sort of, she has lights that come down her arms, down the sides and down her legs. And sort of comes up and creates sort of like a little halo sort of thing with the headband. And she's going to, and it's green in color at this stage. And so she just sets off this sort of slightly green glow around her.
That is sick.
Well, that's dope.
So it's like just like this like just
Like those neon suits, it just sort of, yeah, and so it can sort of pulse every now and again.
Like
Right,
really badass Tron.
Yeah, like a Tron suit. Yeah. Oh, and for DM's thing, the green would be the chalice.
Ooh. The chalice, fantastic.
And if I have any movement, I'm gonna move like up near Prilin.
Okay. You mean Rillin?
It's okay.
Prilin. Oh, that's my first one.
I told you, everybody's gonna do it at least once.
I did it on purpose. This is the reason.
You even got yourself too.
Yep.
All right, you are. So you're just gonna be standing next to Rillin. Ooh. Right here.
More on the other side of. Whoa. That wasn't meant to happen.
Ooh, you got
How'd I do
bigger
that?
in your prawn suit.
On the other side of her. Yeah, I'm gonna let you do that so I don't break it again.
No, it's okay. It can always be fixed. So what happened was you had clicked on it, and then it there's the options to make it bigger on the side.
I'm using a tablet.
Yeah, it'll do that sometimes. I have issues with this on tablet as well, but the issues don't really outweigh much of the pros. It's still really good.
Yeah.
The first time me actually using it on a computer though is much more intuitive.
That's awesome.
All right, so that I believe is your turn, or unless there's a specific thing. Yeah, you used your bonus action. Okay, yeah. So with Chalice, when you cast a spell, it restores hit points. You or a creature within 30 feet regains 1d8 plus 4 extra hit points that you choose. Fantastic. All right, and with that, that is Zira's turn. The automaton just like error, rebooting. Anomaly detected, and just turns directly to Nero.
Question. Statement rather. My favorite thing, because it's happened to me so many times. DM, could you roll me another Constitution save for starting your turn in Moonbeam?
Of course.
That's why Moonbeam is so awesome.
Why? That is an 11.
All right. Do you want to keep the previous damage or have me re-roll?
Reroll.
Okay. Sometimes, I also like re-roll, but I've been in an instance where someone's like, "Oh, this was the damage on the first." I was like, "Okay."
I like to re-roll it.
I don't expect people to remember the damage that they do the previous turn.
Oh, shit. Okay. So 14, 24, 29. That's 3 extra points.
Nice.
29 points of radiant damage. Let's go. Anomaly that.
Not only that,
It
bitch.
begins like, and it starts going to the ground, and then you see its hands just like, it's now on like all fours, and it's just like, and it's just taking this intense heat from the moonbeam. But then you notice its hands go, they start spinning extremely fast, and they drill directly into the ground. You know that sound, like that, like the dentist drill? That's what you hear.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know, and as this is,
Timbers.
I just made everybody think of that just now. That's the worst sound in the world. It's I hate it. It instantly makes my teeth hurt.
yep.
So it drills its hands into the ground, and then you see it its legs kind of fold up, and then it is now fastened into the ground, and you see its head come up and just and you see a green gas erupt in let's see
oh, that's fun.
Oh.
this way. So, well, actually it'd be more like here, and Nero, you'd be caught in it essentially.
So it's like a 15, 20-foot cone kind of
Yeah.
thing? Okay.
It.
But I'm at point of origin.
Yes. So I need everybody. I need Chips. I need Prilin. I need Zira, and I need Nero to make a Constitution saving throw.
Excellent.
Oh, I'm dead. 4.
That's not necessarily true. What?
No.
So Nero,
All right.
that's a 4,
I
Yeah.
didn't say
or
4.
is that? Or no, that was Chips. Okay, you had a 4. Okay,
17.
No,
17. Okay. Nero.
25.
Okay. Zira.
15.
Okay. Nero, you saved. Nobody else.
Oh,
also for what it's worth, well, I guess I didn't take damage, so I don't need to roll a con save for my spell. So unless maybe I did take damage. Either way.
You do take damage. You take
Okay.
half.
Well, I rolled a 16, so Moonbeam is still there. But how much damage do I take? Maybe I go down. Let's see.
Okay. Sorry, it's gonna be a bit.
Maybe we all go down, guys. Let's go together. We'll
yay.
go walk hand in hand to join Ron. What's his name, Chip?
Ron
Ron Jenkins.
Ron
Ron
Jenkins.
Magic.
I need another D10.
All right, that's been the end of Legends of Arcadia episode Mythos.
We all died.
We are but a
Yeah.
myth, you know?
Y'all are all grouped up there, and the wizard back here is sitting there and talking about how they may have killed their last party, might be ready to unleash that fireball, you know.
And you know that this is a prototype of him. Not that, you know, the rest of us are aware of that.
Do I
many
take
dice
less
do you get
damage
back?
because I'm enlarged?
No.
No.
Oh,
Nope.
bummer.
Unless it was a strength save in which you could have advantage on it, but big sad.
I should have used enlarge on Nero, honestly, and most likely, but it just, the thought of Chips getting bigger was just, I had to do it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
game-wise, it makes sense? No.
Nero,
Flavor,
you take 32 points of damage.
Oh,
Poison
I'm down.
damage.
Shit.
I'm down. Wait, what type of damage?
Poison.
Yeah, I'm down.
Zira, Prilin. Fuck, I did it. Prilin and Chips take 64 points of poison damage.
Oh my god.
My moonbeam, no.
Oh no.
That would kill me. Oh, man.
I'm
Uh,
gone.
If I'm correct, Prilin is down.
Yes.
Nero is down. Zira, you are almost down.
Holding on.
I'm almost down
Just-
too.
Yeah, Chips, you didn't get hit yet.
Oh, I thought I did get hit. Oh, you mean like the normal attacks?
Yeah,
Not
you,
AoE.
you have not been hit except by this.
Yeah.
So yeah, two characters down for right now.
Oh boy.
Gotta love it. Love to see it.
As
Your
As-
spiritual weapon goes away too, right?
both of them disappeared.
Yeah.
All of my moonness just vanishes, dissipates. As Nero plops face
I'm
first
gonna
into
make it bigger
the
so I can delete it.
dirt. Oh yeah, sorry. I was just there for me.
No, you're good. Okay. And with that, Finos, you're up.
Yeah, so Finos is up and he sees 2 people go down and 2 other people almost die. So I see that, and I am going to, I lost, here we go. Gonna use my movement. This is where y'all don't like Finos, right? Oops. I'm gonna, sorry, I'm gonna move it back. So it's gonna be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I'm gonna use all of my movement to get as far away from that thing as I can. And then,
Don't tell me.
but then I'm going to cast, oh, I know radiant damage works, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cast another. Well, am I close enough? Can you get out the measuring stick for me, Rico? I don't know where that is on this.
55 feet.
Great. Yeah, I'm gonna cast lightning bolt again. Use my last 4th level spell slot.
We're gonna say, I cast fire.
No, I don't have fireball. I have something worse. Not really. I think it's worse. I like it, but I can spell Scold. So I'm not gonna kill all of you. So I'm gonna
Finos.
just.
It's a natural 20
No,
Oh,
that was
come
that was.
on.
for deck save.
Oh, for real? Well, it's half damage. So 10.
Unless DM's like, actually, it takes none.
Oh.
Do I have to announce beforehand that I'm gonna do the snipe on his ability check?
He did want to do it previously, but it missed the opportunity. But
I'll allow you to do it, but it is a crit. But then again, fuck it, I'll allow it. Go for it.
Okay, it's got a -5.
bless you, sir.
Finos, what is your spell save DC?
15.
Finos, I want you to go ahead and call it.
Oh. Okay, so yeah, y'all see me, like Nero. I'm sure, like you know, y'all go down, and as your eyes are closing, you see Finos like booking it. It's the last thing you'll see.
Oh god.
Last thing I see.
But I turn around and I like throw out my arms again, and it looks like it's going straight for Chip's head. And it curves right above it and hits it right in the face, and
As it hits, you see the lightning bolt begin to burn through its outer carapace and the metal. And Zira, you notice that that Finos' lightning is like almost like, you know, he's almost finishing casting and it's not going down, but you see that it's so close. So you consult your Palm Pilot as it goes up once again, and the bits of metal kind of fling out of it and shoot forward like little tiny darts, like little metallic darts, and they just tiny little pinpricks in this giant automaton, and it seems to kind of like just like weaken the automaton. The lights start to like kind of fade a little, and then the lightning bolt just burns through and just shoots out the back of it, and it just the lights die down, and it has been defeated.
Everybody, let's give
Also,
a
sorry,
round
I
of
just
applause
realized I unmuted for the cough.
for their first
Okay.
combat.
Combat.
yes. Applause. And then Finos looks around and like screams, "Is anybody a doctor?"
Just
Because you know there's 2 people.
Yeah.
Question,
I
when I
am
go
going
unconscious
to-
like this, do I astral project, or am I just out?
Before anything, I would like Prilin and Nero to roll me 2 deaths, or roll me a death save
Who?
each.
Oh, I was like,
okay. I've never done this.
So you just roll a d20
Okay.
and tell
that's
me your
a
number.
fail.
All right. 11.
That's a success.
Okay.
I fail. It's not a nat 1. It was a 3. I fail.
Now what does that mean?
Cure wounds.
If you had to make more, you
Mhm.
get 3 successes. It is a stabilization.
Stabilized.
You're fine.
Okay.
But if you get 3 fails,
You die.
You die.
But if
Okay.
anyone dumps HP into you, you're also stabilized.
Yes.
Yeah. Anybody
Okay.
heals you of any kind, like feeding you a potion, casting a healing spell on you, you're automatically stabilized.
Okay.
I
Now,
just did
what
it
is-
just to freak you out for a second.
Okay.
So if we're out of combat, I'm not proficient in medicine, so like I don't know how your rules are on that, and I don't actually even know what the rules as written would even be. Like, could I even try to go stabilize somebody, or am I just? Like...
you would need.
I can just do cure wounds.
I would have to do.
And...
Oh, you can heal. Okay, I ain't going there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zira
do...
has a special thing. So
yeah, so
your cure wounds
I'm already next to Prilin. I'm already next to Rilin, and it's just a touch thing. So, yeah, I'm just gonna touch her and sort of like sit her up, and that is a 11 points of healing for you, and a little shockwave of green will head off towards Nero, and he will get. That 9 points of healing.
For me?
Yep. The special thing is if she heals something, another creature that she chooses can get a D8 of healing.
Oh, that's
dope.
Oh, that's a nice, yeah. That's really cool.
So is it like instant wake up, or am I still just kind of like, oh?
Yeah, as the healing touch is laid upon you, and then you feel warmth and almost like you feel warmth at first as your organs are like kind of like, you know, getting blood flow again, and then you feel the coldness of metal, and then you're
okay,
and you're back up. Nero, you feel that warmth and then also the coldness of metal, and it's a jarring experience when you all almost die.
And if only you could do this to my dear friend Brown Jenkins.
There was nothing left of him to do that
Yeah.
to. That was what was so funny about it.
So, yeah, there are ways where you die and you die. There's no death saves. You know, get turned into paste with an explosion. That'd be one of them. At this point, I do quit concentrating.
So Chips,
hammers,
you've returned to normal size.
Oh, bummer.
I feel like you might be an inch taller or something for some reason, but it's just because you're so ginormous. I just can't fathom it.
All right. So now I would like everybody to roll perception check, please.
That's a natural 20.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Oh my god, what is going on with my shit? Okay.
I just have a boring 20.
Boring 20s. Not as good as natural ones, but still good.
25.
25, fantastic. Chips?
2.
I'm trying to find my
Perception?
Well, I haven't used mobile D&D Beyond yet.
Oh,
You just roll a d20 and Nova can tell you what your modifier is.
I can just
Okay.
I can look up your stats.
14 I rolled.
Okay, so that is a dirty 20 for you. And Nero, what was yours? Just a 2?
22.
22. Hey, we're all in the
The fight kind of woke us all up a little.
Yeah.
You all hear.
Oh, it's gonna blow.
Run away.
Run.
I don't want to be like Ron Jenkins.
Nero, like slowly climbs to his feet and then just like.
I picked up Zira from the waistband and I carry her because I have a longer stride and she's just a halfling. And I run like I'm carrying a briefcase and Zira is my briefcase.
To make a
Zero accepts this.
okay. To make a cute moment, Brilin's gonna grab Nero's hand and pull him with him away because we were both down. We have something now.
Nero resists for like a moment, and then like Prilin looks back with just kind of like, I'm assuming is a Prilin look, you know?
Yeah, just
And then Nero just like lets out a nod and then uses their assistance to keep going, you know?
As you clear the area, a very large, concentrated explosion just erupts, and you can feel the heat of it. And as it explodes, again, still raining, the heat completely evaporates all the rain in the area. Even some of the rain coming down, it is now almost like, as it comes down, it just evaporates before it hits the ground. And it is just an intense explosion, more intense than one you saw earlier this evening.
Good Lord, so much fire.
Question.
Yes.
Are we going to rest again, or did we already do the sleepy sleeps and we're pushing into the next day kind of thing?
I'll allow you to rest a little longer. The way I like to see a long rest is like halfway through.
Right.
is like halfway through a long rest, like 4 hours is enough to regain like spell slots and stuff
Right.
like that. 4 hours after that is for your energy level and replenishing exhaustion and stuff and such like that. That's how I see long rests. So I will allow you to rest an additional 4 hours on top of that to get all your stuff back again. Though you will be starting the day a little later than normal. So instead of at 8 in the morning, it would be 12 noon.
Does rest heal you?
Yes, long rest heals you fully.
It was just because, like, if you weren't, depending on if we rolled hit dice or not, I was going to cast Aura of Life and just try to, like, slowly heal us over time for the duration of the minute. So,
I mean, we got places to be.
10 minutes.
But y'all, like, did, like, kind of almost die. I saw it.
I saw you running.
Well, yeah. But I saved you.
I wasn't awake for that.
Well, we can take 4 hours, or I could heal us all over the course of 10 minutes at the cost of a level 4 spell slot, so...
Might be for the best. We got...
Zira's believing that time is of the essence, so...
Yeah.
And pause on wizards, because I haven't played a wizard. Isn't there a way that I can do
Arcane
something
recovery.
to get... Yeah, there's a way I can get spell slots back without a long rest, right?
You don't get a lot, but you get you can recover up to a combined level of 4.
Oh, that's fine. I didn't use 4, so yeah.
So you didn't use any level 4s. You can get like a level 1 and a level 3 back.
Oh no, I used 2 level 4s, so I would get one of my level 4s back. Okay.
Yeah, you would need like a ring of spells, like think of like the ring of spell storing. How that works, you can put up into a combination of up to like level 5. So, yeah, same basic premise. So you can either get a second level back, or you can get 2 second levels back if you use 2 second levels, or you can get a level 4 back.
Yeah, no, I just used a second level and a level 4, so I'll just get a level 4 back. Yeah, I'll say, time is of the essence. Let's.
So, I will cast Aura of Life then, and then I'll do it for Nova's discretion. I can either just say it heals everyone, or I can roll 200 d6. Your call.
Go ahead and heal everybody.
Can you just roll 200 d6 on D&D Beyond for the hell of it?
What if it doesn't heal us all? It might not.
Did you roll 200 d6?
I didn't know.
I just asked, can you do it for fun?
As a bonus action after it's cast, and you can do it once per round, and it lasts for 10 minutes.
2D.
So
I thought you said 200 d6.
it's 200 d6. It's 2d6, but it would be 100 times over 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Can you just do that so I can look at it?
No.
Aw.
I think it would heal everybody, just regardless.
That's a lot of
Yeah.
damage.
Do it on
That's a
Google.
lot of. Even if you got a lot of,
just do
if
it
you
for
got a lot of
fun.
ones, it would still be, yeah.
Just for the fun of it, not just to see it on the screen.
Let Nova do it. It seems like he's rolling something. I don't want to crash my D&D Beyond by rolling 200.
713.
All right, so you see, over the course of 10 minutes, Nero says, gather close, as he's a little hoarse himself after just being stabilized, and he looks at Zira and he goes, thank you, by the way, Zezer.
No worries, mate.
And then he slams his warhammer into the ground, and from the top of it, like light radiates in like an aura around all of us, and you feel like, or you see like sprinkles of moon dust begin to like fall down and like touch and like spread across your skin. And over the course of 10 minutes, we all feel rejuvenated.
So go ahead and just heal up to your max HP. So you can just type in your max HP.
And there goes that second 4th level.
Or heal as much that it would get up there. With that, you guys are going to continue into the night. Most of you got half rest. So if you push too hard during this next day, you could be facing a point of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Unless Aura of Life
it doesn't
gets rid
remove
of
exhaustion.
I didn't think so. Okay. All right, so you guys continue down the way towards the towards where you saw. Yes.
I meant to cast Aura of Vitality, not Aura of Life. That's why I was like, wait a minute, hold on, that's a 3rd level, but it does the healing. Aura of Life, essentially, I can pre-stabilize anybody. That's what it does. Yeah, Aura of Life. Each non-hostile creature in the aura has resistance to necrotic damage, and its HP cannot be reduced. HP maximum cannot be reduced, and it regains 1 hit point if it hits 0, so it automatically stabilizes. Aura of Vitality is the 2d6 over 2 minutes. There we go. Or 2d6. There we go. Sorry. However, that's important distinction. I apologize. That's only 20d6 of health. I'm so sorry, guys. I was reading the wrong thing. I looked at concentration 10 minutes for Aura of Life, not Aura of Vitality. Please excuse me. I've never played a cleric before. So that changes
74 points of healing to everybody. Right? That's how it works? Or is it divvied up?
It's divvied up because I have to use a bonus action per person, per creature. But I can heal us later, so...
That and we got hit dice.
It'll be okay.
You know what? Everybody already did it, so... Fuck,
I'm sorry.
I'll give you the freebie.
Because otherwise that's 19 points to everybody. The 4 people who need it.
Remember where I was at if you want me to add 19.
It's fine.
Okay.
I'll just punish.
I apologize.
I
just wanted to call that out because I was like,
No.
Chip says, the false god Viofa has shined brightly upon us.
Nero was about to say something to Nova, but Nero looks and goes, perhaps there is hope for you yet.
Not a good idea, Chips. Just let the man believe in his god.
Nova, however, if you would like, since I kind of fumbled the bag on that, if you want me, I will happily, as a consequence, get rid of the 4th level spell slot instead of a 3rd.
You have a deal.
All right, cool. Because I totally was reading the wrong ones for concentration length. Oops.
See, that is how you negotiate a punishment.
I'll still leave the 4th level because I didn't mean to use that one. Oops.
He won't blow you up.
Yet.
Not this time.
Damn it, that means I
Saw what
can't use
happened to
another...
Ron Jenkins. Can easily do it to any one of you.
Ron Jenkins and now a robot fiery explosion.
I just know there's going to be a D&D person as soon as I say aura of, life and all this other stuff. I'm like,
And I'd be like, that's not right.
That's not the spell.
I'm going to get rules lawyered for 5 minutes before they're like, oh, they caught it. Okay.
If they don't, I'll do it in the chat just for the hell of it.
No, immediately they'll be like, unsubscribe, hate this.
Incorrect.
This guy doesn't know what he's fucking talking about. Unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe, unfollow,
Uncommon.
Block.
uncomment, block.
I had to double check myself because I was like, was that really 10 minutes? Did I read that right?
You had to
they're
double check
both
yourself
aura.
before you double wrecked yourself.
Like Ron Jenkins.
He didn't double check.
He didn't double check.
Just
So
driving his
anyway,
blind lane to the
he and his friend double wrecked.
Anyway, Nero looks at Chips and says, perhaps there was hope for you yet.
And then Rellen's just like, Chips, just don't talk about the man's god. Don't do it. It's not a good idea.
Not worth it.
It's not worth it, man.
Hey, perhaps I may not.
And as you continue down the road, well, the wasteland, the artificial lights begin to start to whir a bit to life. So you can see a little bit, but it's still like that ambient moonlight. Moon light by this time. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session. Thank you all so much for being here. Thanks to this wonderful group here. This is fantastic. We had our first combat, and already I knocked down 2 of them. So good.
No, I know you felt so happy about that.
Yeah,
I did a little. Now most people will be like, "Why didn't he try to attack the big guy?" Big guy wasn't a threat.
Whoa, those are 5 words.
I'm just saying. I'm saying it as a logical machine would.
I was a threat.
It could take way more of your hits than it could take the combined hits of Prilin and Nero.
I came out of the gate with 50. So fuck your shit.
Yeah, I mean, like, even though it still was cut in half because it was resistant to all piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing from non-magical sources.
25.
Even though yours were technically magical chips, they didn't do enough for it to realize, like, to calculate, like, okay, now I'll hit him. But it was just like slam, shink, slash.
So I realized after the fact. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I realized after the fact that my favorite enemy is a construct.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh no, your favorite foe is the construct. Oh damn, that would have changed probably at least one roll.
Yeah. That stuff happens all the time in D&D.
I was looking for a favorite enemy. I'm like, isn't his favorite enemy a construct?
Oh man.
Yeah.
We're all gonna have mess ups like that.
Oh, no.
Me and both Who Am I Again both did it last game.
You would just have advantage on survival checks to track them, and as well as intelligence checks to recall information about them. So you could have recalled information about them, much like how Finos did, but Finos had advantage because they are connected to him in a way.
Yeah.
And when Finos will decide to share that information, who knows?
Who
That was
knows?
fantastic. We got to see a lot of more cool stuff about these characters that you didn't necessarily get to see last session. Now it's just even more cool stuff. We had a lot of heavy moments, some pretty intense moments in roleplay. It was fantastic. I loved it. But until then, there are 20 sides to every story. Come and be a part of ours. Thank you. Good night. We love you, and stay safe.